If you know that one word from that one language that's from somewhere in the world.
If you're Portuguese.
You know, you just let launders know.
I don't want somebody from Amsterdam to tell me about a Portuguese word.
Oh, you mean flimflarbird.
But if you you know the phrase, it is a thing.
All right, if you say so, boss.
It is a thing. So Skulls versus paiN. That'll be interesting.
Unfortunately for Furia, I put their Vertigo stock incredibly low. I think that some of the worst play we'd seen from paiN in Shanghai has been here specifically on Vertigo. It's where their struggles began with. It's one of the maps where Wildcard were even pushing them to their limits. So let's find it out. I think this is a world where paiN Gaming can actually go up a map versus the biggest names from Brazil. And if you can go up in the opening map, then all you have to do is hang on for dear life.
Till Inferno.
You know, Mirage isn't the highest win rate either for Furia. Out middle, they shall begin the endeavor into the B-bomb site. NQZ shoots one bullet set up by teammates in sight. That one shot from him goes unnoticed. Yuri recovers with the double kill. Biguzera doesn't see or stop it. Serving up a distraction for Yuri. Should have primed Snow. A shot into Yuri would have ended it, but Fallen comes up from the top of B stairs at the perfect moment. Poor Cowes gets gushed as he tries to get the smoke out. Could still pull this off. Low health on the player up close.
Yuri's trying to get away.
Big moment here for Cowes. In a 1v3, he's collected 2 kills already, and he knows exactly where Fallen's at. Had a chance to fire, but was swapping guns. 10 health on Cowes to close the 1v3. He allows Fallen to get off of the bomb site, get over towards Tetris, and there's no kit on Cowes, so he has to get Fallen to peek that bomb. And as he does, he misses the Beretta shot. It is Furia and Fallen to come upstairs, clearing Snow, that pushes this pistol to their back pocket.
Tons of close calls in that moment, absolutely. The setup looks super strong, especially with the first kill and NQZ going unspotted at first, but it's Yuri just picking up the pieces, and timing for paiN is wonderful. He's someone to watch, especially with you, making a note of his Vertigo performances right now. So yeah, maybe Vito favors paiN here. In that sense, there can be some fear for Furia in this position. It's their CT side where they struggle the most. So it was the Gamer Legion loss, I think, that you're probably referring to.
Yeah. But also no slouches on Vertigo. Careful now. There are tools to work with. Unfortunately for paiN, there's just nothing inside of B site that's really going to hold them back. There's a world where Snow gets bullied tonight by the counterpart Brazilians.
And maybe one where he saves the day, huh? Because, yeah, you might expect him to get very nervous, but this is the best we've seen from him for sure.
Whoa, no way that shot he comes out.
I just realized this game's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Electric from start to finish, no doubt. There will be mistakes. There will be laughter. There will be tears.
There will be blood. Bomb will be left, it looks like, for Yuri to pick up. So NQZ just make sure that nothing funny's happening. And the bomb hasn't been picked up just yet. Yuri, he'll get spotted in case paiN takes him out. NQZ down. I should just call him Scrawny sometimes. That would be funny. Scrawny down. Ooh, bad whip from Scrawny. Of course, the joke is that Scrawny somehow looks exactly like NQZ.
Well,
Scrawny, how's your Portuguese?
I think he looks like me, but...
Yeah, that's true. You were born first.
I was. I win. He's certainly the better Counter-Strike player. So maybe he wins, actually.
We'll see who gets farther in the major.
Fortunately for paiN Gaming, the force buy the last round leaves them worse for wear here. 5-7s, 1 smoke, a little flashbang. It's more than some would have entered with, but... Yeah, Snow... I do feel like sometimes he actually does get left a little too alone when it comes to paiN Gaming's B setups. And that's a lot of responsibility for a lesser experienced piece of paiN Gaming. This round, obviously, his entire team has forfeited any help in order to try to get ahead of any kind of an A commitment. Not the case. Furia just gonna isolate this B site 3 rounds in a row. It's their intended target. We'll see what happens when the guns come out to try and stop this. It's always fun when you get a domestic matchup like this with elimination on the line. Obviously, every player on the smaller organization looks at Furia as, in at least Fallen's case, the grandfather of Brazilian Counter-Strike.
Not the godfather now.
The grandfather. You're telling me Snow doesn't see him as nothing but an old man? But old men have all the old tricks.
Relatively clean, yeah.
3 rounds, 3 survivors.
Not a bad start here. So it would be, I mean, there've been a groundswell of great victories here for paiN. Furia's results have also been solid. That none of them have taken down unbelievable teams on this map. So, you know, actually, whoever wins this might be their strongest result overall. At least we've got Gamer Legion from paiN, but that's sort of at the higher end, right? Most of the results are in Brazil.
Whoa,
Nice
he's
buy.
full blind. My guy.
Cowes gets so crazy on this ramp.
Which works out well when Cowes is your highest performing player, but
Yep.
nowhere to be found in the 3D Max loss was a scary sight. Felt like paiN Gaming had really lost one of their most stable pillars, and maybe that's why their level of play just collapsed.
We've got a very, very passive situation here for paiN. If it was a walk up into B, maybe, but they're giving up full ramp control. Some good late utility, but actually not late enough. They're a little insecure about the A site. Yuri getting out in front of this. Oh, Cowboys will pay the price.
Yeah, and it's not even because he does something crazy, but just found out by Yuri.
So actually, though, if they think that this has pulled the rotation, NQZ might get a dry pick. The flash? No, nothing.
Had to land the shot and will deliver. Follow-up flashbang finds him, still in anticipation of the next. But team play comes forward. They're going to have to smoke that out and hope the bomb can still be planted. NQZ, it's the off in the pocket. Snow dies empty-handed, puts the pressure back to NQZ. Fallen can plant. He will not be stopped. And the Tetris hold now can be made by Yuri as Fallen gets off of the bomb site. That's a huge spray for Biguzera to catch through smoke.
Fallen in another clutch.
He swaps back over towards Tetris. Fallen gonna have to go into the smoke at some point. Biguzera, battle of the brains, sits on top of it. Fallen, he thinks it's a fake, but he lines that up with ease. And Furia, with the kill from Yuri over on A, still not shaking that Opper off the bomb site. You'd think it would have been enough. 2 kills come out from NQZ. Snow goes down empty-handed.
Good utility overall, but this is the big play, I think, with Yuri getting it, and they missed some utility coming into the site, so it got uncomfortable for them. They got a lucky plant off, but they had the full smoke to use it. And I think the key moment here is Fallen actually walks out so early that he can make sure that Biguzera is sticking the plant, because there's no way he walked around the fat side of the smoke towards the stairs and risked that without running or shooting. And you see the smirk from Fallen. It looks scary from him, but he actually uses the full 5 seconds as purposefully as possible. They missed that nade.
Just some fireworks to celebrate their last round.
That was a piece of utility that could have definitely done good damage.
Whoa, they forgot. Cello doesn't even consider that somebody's pressed up close. Serato will get the trade back. We get a set of feet scrambling over. Don't forget there's an M4 on the field, and paiN getting a kill just that easily without revealing the M4's position just yet. This is going to keep Furia a bit timid.
Now they have a molly, which is key for quad, and if they're going to scale to B, this is the thing that they need. It's Skulls who's coming in late with it. At 40 seconds, he wish he could teleport as they're going to start this walk up. But Snow does not have a smoke for himself. And oh my God! Well, maybe they don't need it.
Pistols prevail.
Oh, these shots are amazing out of paiN. There's that molly finally coming in.
Forces him out. Easy pickup for paiN. He's going to be a critical role in another close at, again, a 15-second push into B. 5 rounds of B play. All of them close. And paiN chucks that nade back behind green. Oh, he gets the kill on the far peak. Skulls finds the trade.
There's still time to plan.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh, he doesn't have it.
He missed it, I think. Yeah, just by a second.
Ooh, very key kill that goes down on paiN on the cross. That allows paiN to walk away with the round.
It felt like he had time, but he doesn't go for the instant plant.
Yeah.
Maybe when he scooped it up, he was still standing out in the open. Of all the rounds for paiN to win so far on Vertigo, that's the one they collect.
Yeah, and it is a close call. It's still going to be an expensive way to win, but as for Furia's money, it's not great. Buys coming in, maybe there's some guns on the floor, but they'll be a bit lighter on utility. 5-7 push from paiN on short, and again, he's going to win duels like that. This one is a real mistake. Right there. And I think it looked like Skulls tried to just strafe over the bomb without looking around at it and missed it on his first strafe. That's all that they needed with the amount of time on the clock. But that's Furia playing it down to the last second, right? Like they're asking for situations like that.
And not the first round either that gets down to the sub 20.
Earlier in this stage, they were calling faster, and I think I was definitely praising him for it.
paiN opens up shop.
Looks like a key head-to-head right there to Yuri and paiN.
Yep. Right now, both showing signs of success. paiN, love this boost. But a well-timed CT smoke takes away his angle. Ooh, little drop-off. Snow would have heard that.
Yeah, nice catch.
Just primed him. And Snow wastes no time, taking the head off of the highest rated Furia player coming into this match.
Uppies.
Cool. Oh, no chance.
Catch both tactics. Beautifully done. Oh.
Try again. Got Serato into the AWP, so
goes back to the gun.
And QZ not anticipating that reattempt. But we've already, of course, got really deep control over towards ramp by Big Uzera, so they can continue to solidify a B defense around Snow.
Yeah, just a prolonged save now, 30 seconds. Sitting down on the stairs with the amount of money left over. They are in danger, though, of paiN getting extremely ready to punish this, and Big Uzera has made sure that they can't be lurking around A as well. That's a huge part of the map cutoff. Let's see if they hunt. paiN really want to get ahead of the CT side. Furia, conversely, though, they have a lot of good wins, and it might be because they close out so strongly on T side, but they don't have great stats when it comes to the defense. Wow.
Not an easy duel.
Nope.
And they've all been like that, right? All the deaths really between short, whether it's Yuri or paiN, have kind of been playing around smokes and fire.
It's just such a narrow corridor. All those fights are going to be difficult. He's just the man for the job.
Snow had a very clean moment of mechanical skill with that fast headshot once he heard the drop-off from Serato, put him on high alert, found the instant kill on the climb up. Skulls can't do anything about that.
With the money's very awkward. paiN should know this. This is really risky for them, and they actually run right into an off shot. Trade comes back.
Nice to have NQZ there to get one back over Fallen. Smokes envelop the ramp. It's risky business, that's for damn sure, but at least they had enough players in position to get back the 4v4. It's an opening made possible by the previous save. But half of Furia is still on pistols.
They really move quietly in these mid-rounds. Scary to know they're just one floor beneath you on Vertigo.
Yeah, right. The reality of the layered map, so much more walking.
NQZ is, he's sort of alone. They don't have a Heaven player to flash for him. He can pull out utility to fall back, but if he's not careful, he will get run down.
Right, it would have to be a flash from Snow out of mid-elevator instead.
So far, no noise boosting up. They actually have executed it pretty well. And yeah, surely paiN start to move a little bit over now.
QZ just waiting on the angle. Ooh, he took damage in that as well. There comes the teammates trying to flood out. We've got Snow up close, able to trade one off top box. Oh, the line is held somewhat. Lux actually falling in the back. Snow barely standing.
No plant.
So low, Yuri taps him down with the Tech 9, but Snow still got that kill at the same time.
And Biguzero stays alive. He won't find Yuri, who doesn't know where he is. No spam after time, and paiN will win.
Snow pulls that off, just puts himself inside of the smoke.
Yeah, nothing else to do, really. Just out of ammo. That was a scary situation where NQZ missed a shot, but Furia didn't run them down on the site, right? They needed to run across the quad, and instead they really, they kind of all tried to play for themselves. That's not what you want to see. And so it didn't even matter that NQZ missed his shot, because the only way to stop the rotators coming in is getting to quad.
Second time out. That AWP of Fallen still held on to. It's survived 2 saves now. Survives 2 saves and also put them in that very temporary 5 versus 4 at the start of the previous round. It was a kill given over by paiN, taking a glimpse down the ramp.
It put him in awkward money spots, having to just save no plant on this T side. It's like Kawez and Yuri are going to do battle again.
Sign me up. I'll watch it all day long. Fallen obviously wastes no time revealing the original position of the op here in round number 8. There it is, the Yuri versus Kawez fight. Oh, both just miss it by the smallest margin.
The flash worked, but no one was there to peek him, and
thing is, Yuri's bringing friends to this fight. Skull's on standby. Biguzera's gonna keep himself down.
Fallen's not clearing this.
No, he's walking up, doesn't expect it whatsoever. Biguzera makes the move. Instant pop of the offer, so that's the biggest job done. Only pistols remain. Oh, that's a Glock.
With the Glock.
No way Quesarado just hits him with the drive-by. Cello's P250 connects. Luckily, Kawez holds that short line. That is what makes the difference.
Nicely done, Lux.
From 0 to 100 with a double Glock dink.
So I think NQZ didn't have head armor.
I thought it was 2 shots.
It might have,
I could be wrong.
It might have still been. It might have still been because it's a Glock, right?
Okay.
Either way. Not the funnest way to go out. But paiN in general have stabilized their economy. They kept Furia's money a little awkward. We had Yuri drop the op over to Fallen last round, who had to invest down. If they keep playing things down to the last second and they don't get plants, they're just going to be stealing from their future economy.
Good timing again, right? These very disruptive flashbangs have frazzled the T's 2 rounds in a row.
What a play.
And their guns mean nothing in the face of Lux.
Oh my. That should have been a trade in the bag.
It's a welcome sight to see Lux climbing this scoreboard, top performing player for paiN as they're about to take a lead, assuming they finish off this 5v3.
Definitely.
Fallen keeps the hope alive with a bit of mid pressure.
Got him a little bit scared, but look, the boost is still enacted. Oh, they're gonna drop it down. And there's Fallen going out.
Oh, Yuri, well timed, but
Because Zero was not covering that at all.
Quick apology to Cowes. At the very least, the trade's pretty instant. There's good damage done to 3 of these 4. We're talking about Quesarado after all. 15 to the clock, yet again, one of these late round moments. It looks like they're going to give him space to go for this bomb plant.
There's no way for him to actually pull it off with the amount of time left over.
Yeah. Starts to run out, not without the plant. And Lux makes sure that he puts him to sleep. 3 kills for Lux. Beautiful 1v2 out in top middle.
I mean, I thought he was going to get punished for how wide he swang off the flash. Didn't see anything. The one trade is something, but he actually got so wide that Skulls couldn't even find him. Very well done out of Lux.
Snow always in the background.
Welcome back, Flamus.
Soak it up. Ride that high while you can. Yuri to prime flashbangs into the B hit. They're going to go. They've done a good job of getting through these B defenders more often than not. It's only a singular frag out of Lux. Snow under pressure, puts a smoke at his feet to just make sure he stays alive. Bank nade over top. Negligible damage. It's a big commitment here from the CTs, and Fallen hits a nasty Desert Eagle. He's going to try to keep that pressure up as Snow comes out of the smoke. It's another defender down with nothing. It is not enough from Snow again. Pistols prevail. Cowes has been found out, and with the lesser buy, Furia put themselves in a prime place to tie the game at 5. Cowes goes head hunting. His gun's getting dry. He's got Snow's rifle beneath him. He's got 2 players down underneath the old window. Cello's rifle looks to be first contact, and then expect that MAC-10 and Tech-9 to try and thrive. 5 health, all that's left for Cello. Now he's got to keep himself tucked. And as they get ever closer, they're working with the kit on Cowes. That now means kit down on quad. Big Uzera would have to go scoop it up, and knowing he doesn't have the time, this one's done.
Yeah.
They get into B. This is where Furia find their success.
That's true. And it's a crazy, messy round, but it's one where Furia don't invest very much. They'll be so happy to win this considering their money coming into the last 2 rounds of the half. And that's a lot due to Fallen. He got that Deagle kill, jumping up on the double stack to the back of Generator. Sliver of an angle. You can only really see his shoulder. And Lux couldn't lock down that second kill. Oh.
Nice shot.
Yeah. It's hard to get mad about that. And unfortunately, the protocols when things get messy on B are not really there for paiN. It's tuck and wait, you know?
I think Furia have done an excellent job of making Snow feel very uncomfortable. It's a 4-kill half for him. paiN Gaming gets something out of that boost. We've seen them put up and disassemble more often than not.
Solid damage, though, back on paiN. With all the riflers on foot. A really good amount of utility still left over here for paiN, though. 1 full kit will be dedicated to the B site. Oh, there. Some gets traded over. And again, Furia like to use time to make things uncomfortable. Sometimes it backfires. Oh, the flash is beautiful. What a find. He's just faking the run back, I think.
Yeah, nobody bites down on it, though. Keeping this 3-player majority setup inside A. Buchholz crane peek. Tries to swing out, and that's just Kawes throwing himself into the hailstorm of Yuri's bullets. Oh, Big Uzera, no trade frag. Now it falls to Lux, and he's also empty-handed.
Oh, and there's only 2 up,
but
NQZ hits his.
He's got the HP for it, and nade for the planter. That's gonna get fallen, pushed over. Into his coffin he'll roll Yuri, 10 points of health versus 2, and they both decide to take the long road, wrapping short. Now Yuri's not even considering this
thinking
yet.
about it now, right?
Starting to push forward, yeah, looking to get away. But executed with ease, James Bond style.
Nice one.
Shot to the side of the head, and that's paiN Gaming back to at least a 6-round CT side on Vertigo.
And that's because they start off with a fast boost, anticipating the ramp play, right? Like, this is really early on in the round. Sometimes you assemble this in the middle of action just because you think something's happening. So very smartly done here from paiN. And even though there are some great trades back, they allowed NQZ to get this chance at a shot. Not only that, but he knows how to go bowling too.
Not every player has a catchphrase. Snow does.
I was going to make a comment about the vocabulary.
Well, no words needed to explain this. paiN Gaming roll forward into the next round, opening 2 kills. 2 different sections of the map. Furia thinking that they could just make contact. They pay a dire price. Snow, though, for someone who's talking a lot, it's not walking the walk. 4-7 is his first half concluded.
Yeah, B-side's hard to play. Even Donk couldn't figure it out.
Okay, Serrato gets boosted up. Does this timing actually catch NQZ off? We've seen both sides of the coin. Him find kills and also drop the ball, but a good quad setup. Lux keeps his head now down. They don't have any way to get him out of here.
Spot.
And so Skulls is going to have to hope that he peeks. And as he does, that's 1 frag back. It's a clutch attempt with nothing else to do. Nowhere else to go. 1v4 demanded of Skulls, and he's already halfway through it. Pushes off site. Big Uzera peeks green. He's got a chance here, Skulls. Just rip him off. And as Kawes comes from the top of B steps, Big Uzera plays with him. This has been drawn out so long that Kawes is allowed to walk up the stairs and just blindside Skulls for the end. A 4-0 start for Furia ends with only 5 rounds on the half.
Yes, that's a very good recovery from paiN, and that's where we go back to talking about the veto. This is the map they wanted to bring it to, and because they're playing against Furia, I think they have high expectations for themselves. They're probably quite pleased with this draw, and some might call it an upset. I think you got to throw, you know, previous form out the window a little bit. You'd be more suspicious of paiN's ability to rise to the challenge based on the games they played in this stage. But Furia, I think they know, you know, their performances versus those tier 1 teams. I'm really not sure it matters now. They're hyped. Every time, the last thing you hear is Snow and his catchphrase. If anybody knows what that means, they can tweet it at me. Never heard that word before.
Run with this momentum. It's one thing to look up to the players on Furia, but do not look back at them now. 2 rounds the lead. An active pistol play coming out from Furia here, trying to kick off a CT side with numbers facing down on ramp. They're drawing the T's into the fight. The Beretta's getting nothing. It's 3 clean headshot executions. An instantaneous ramp rush off the back of that one. Fallen, he will at least clear 1 off short. They've got that wall of smokes up, and they don't give him enough space to get the multi-frag in. Snow goes deep, and paiN 8-5.
This might be beyond the power of Serrato to try this 1v4 retake. No way in, and he's already worried that he's being hunted down. He'll keep these dually safe for now. paiN clean up on the A ramp. Perfect play to attack. Now one comes down to shots, right? You simply have to aim better in that spot. There are no surprises. without a pistol. We'll have to see. I think Furia's CT side can definitely get exposed.
It'll be a dramatic moment for Big Uzera to cut Furia out of a chance at making playoffs.
Yeah.
Considering...
Wouldn't be the first time he's stolen something from them.
Uh-huh. Everybody wanted Big Uzera Furia once upon a time.
Then he said, why don't we just make paiN better?
And he has. With lesser known pieces. He has crafted a roster that begins to make a name for itself. Shanghai could be the home. Oh, what are you doing up here?
We're making towers.
Made of ivory. Famous MP9 setup. It's the 2 players on each top of the stack.
Setups like this are so solid for...
Goes too far.
Just finding
yes, sir.
A kill, yeah.
Just that little bit extension over top of the ledge. Big Uzera, no stranger to the more common angles. Cowez, here we go.
Oh, baby.
Back's turned to him.
You know his mouth's watering right now on this flank.
Yep, creeping up. Gonna make sure that he's there with his teammates, but there is a 3rd player still around in Yuri. He's got his hands on that Galil, picked it up off the corpse. But again, Cowez turns back around, clears it from the other end, and unfortunately with the double boost in B site and 3 players A, mid so clear for the taking, and that is exactly where Cowez moves out, so paiN will be happy that they played all options because mid rolls forward into the A split.
I still appreciate the boost they use on rounds like this, not this map that they do it on solely. And if you think about it, like getting taller is an interesting way to look at a new advantage. Honestly, I talk about ammo as a final frontier of resources for teams that they haven't really explored, and height I think is another one.
I know. For some reason I just pictured like you never hire someone 5'2" to play basketball.
Exactly.
For some reason I just a really tall Counter-Strike team. Giants.
Be the Monstars.
Don't get better, get taller. But it all gets unraveled. They take him out at the knees. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Opens up new angles and avoids the default utility that you'd only be able to fight back against with your own full kit.
Try to charge in. Quesarado, lucky to walk away with 1 off the Famas. This is paiN, just ready to roll forward regardless. Honestly, no gaps. Really no chances for Furia to get too active. paiN are everywhere.
They wanted that B play to come in, but they didn't have the right amount of resources to defend against it. Full kit's utility here for paiN. Yuri wandering around in spawn, thinking about if it's safe to save A.
He most certainly can. Call it quits, let paiN take that double digits. It's double digits and double the round count.
Even if Furia have some kind of advantage on the next 2 maps, the fact that paiN have this one in their back pocket is, I think, going to help them leave with a smile.
Yeah, which is the exact headspace that you don't want paiN Gaming rolling into the next map with. But you're not going to stop them. Their Vertigo, solid enough, and unfortunately for Furia, even if it's not a map struggle, their highest performing player in Skulls is mediocre in terms of his performances in Shanghai. This one's not anything to remember.
Yeah, it's true.
lot of close moments back on that B site throughout the first half for Furia. Close moments that could have honestly slipped through their hands, and this blowout would have been even further one-sided. So final timeout called by side.
It's a quick update from the other screen. Spirit are up 10-6 over Heroic. And they might be pulling off a force by victory. So just checking on Spirit because yesterday they were good, the day before they were bad. Who are they today?
Who are they?
And also playing on Ancient against Heroic. We're trying to find out if there's a world where Heroic, you know, could pull off that upset because they put on a show for us yesterday versus the Mongols. We saw some Tier 1 Ancient and Anubis in that series.
Heroic were 2 rounds away from securing
after a 6-12 comeback.
Playoffs. Birth, Launders, they were that close. They were that incredibly close. Yes. And we said it even after that Anubis game. Did they just let their golden ticket walk away from them?
Yes, it's possible.
Spirit may steal one too. Back to reality for Furia off the back of their final pause. 10 of the last 11 rounds, all the way of paiN. Cow is slipping out through middle as Fallen rattles bullets off. Lets the op presence be known. Fallen trying to get off the flashbang, but oh, nice peek right back in. kSerato also hitting headshots. Oh. That is what you need, an uptick in individual hits.
Yeah, okay. That works out. Nice round out of Fallen. That kill set it off.
Not their first rodeo. And not their first glimpse of greatness in this map. Fallen and kSerato trying to keep the boat afloat.
This is a chance for Skulls and Cello to see if they can help out the team because their T sides were not so strong. But we'll find out if that's even just a flash in the pan.
I'm actually quite surprised to see Big Uzera's individual level be pretty non-existent.
Yeah, for some reason, he's just not as impactful as doesn't take over, and sometimes is even lackluster. The team still seems to be good enough, but it's not as if they couldn't have had better results if he was more individually on form. But yeah, it's interesting to see him be such a non-factor sometimes. He just comes in for 1 or 2 big rounds where you can see he's playing with no pressure, but overall, not that many kills.
Just wild that when we go back to Copenhagen 1 major ago, he was the highest rated player at the opening stage of that event.
Yep.
You know, he was the reason that Brazil secured so many more spots for the Americas region.
Definitely. But look how he's raised up these talents. They really are taking over for him.
Got to give it where it's due. Still has credit in that regard.
He really does age fast.
Counter-Strike waits for no man. Gonna try to pressure up into the ramp play once more. No tricky boosts to be catching paiN off guard, but these smoke grenades make them a little nervous, not wanting to just charge headstrong into the potential stack that is indeed nearby. We'll keep eyes on Snow all the while, seeing what he can do on his own. Obviously left to his own devices, again, as he tends to be on the defense as well. It's a lot of responsibility for the lesser experienced piece of paiN.
I like that paiN are working the body here. They've got rounds to play with. I think they're just want to try to elicit a mistake, make, you know, a nightmare game feel
right
unending. Here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. I think that was actually, that was worth clicking on. That was definitely not a perfect peak. But the time is just bleeding, seconds. Man. They can't even go A anymore unless they run all the way up. So
you got to do something. You got to do it soon. Beyond 30 seconds, they are still just stagnating in the bottom of ramp.
Okay.
Then Cello just gets slammed against the tarps. Of course, because time is limited, it's going to be tough to get paiSurrado out from behind here. They try to charge him down, and Big Uzera swapping into the rifle. It's going to be a flash out of Fallen. Does he just try to charge down bomb? 10 to the clock. Oh! And able to react. Despite Big Uzera hitting the dink, the bomb jumps into the cover.
It does cross.
That's so limited. Fallen deciding to push forth in with impact. Snow, last piece of the puzzle. The final arrival. paiN Gaming put themselves into this tough spot by taking a little too long. But now Furia have to come to him.
He did get a last trade. They're walking this slowly around to see if he's on the ramp, and Snow, he's
Back
got
exposed.
his back turned, yeah.
Doesn't consider, and Furia able to just keep those numbers thinned out by sheer aggression on the attempt to plant. While paiN are desperate, Fallen finds 3.
That's incredible that paiN waited for that moment, found a kill, and got that far up off the trades. But yeah, Fallen was just like perfect insurance with the flashes, that wide flick. It definitely could have all gone south there. But can't say I loved, you know, you can't say you loved how this round was played out, even though it took a shot like that to bring it back. That was almost a Furia called round in a bad way.
Fallen keeping them in this.
Dude, that was a good play, man.
I love that shot onto the crane peak. NQZ was on the corner of the crane.
And I think until like the recent generation of players, Fallen's always had the highest efficacy on flash assist, like in terms of time blind. He just knows where you are.
Luck's responsible for trying to crack something open here in round 18. Spotted out by Fallen. Opal change hands. I guess Cowez's Deagle can also do it.
Repeak is punished.
That's a nasty shot off the sidearm, but
They immediately snake back down. It looks like to get to the A ramp, but
that youthful vigor.
let's see. How far down is Skulls at the moment? He's smoking deep B. Yeah, that's a pretty solid play from him, you know. Like they can fortify elsewhere, re-clear mid very easily, and come back to A. This one comes down to Big Uzera, man. Been waiting for a play from him.
This is big. But Cello's got other ideas. Not bad for a guy who was just 4 and 14.
Yeah.
He's going to come out with a double kill too on this round, so it gets swept away. Definitely openings. I mean, paiN walked through with a single AK.
But that's a moment where you look at Big Uzera 7-11. It's like, hit that first bullet, man.
Yes.
Where's the X factor? Maybe this game will get closer than expected. paiN took a long time to make an idea happen into an eco, where they still could have potentially won. And now they'll take attack pause. No better time to do it. I think this is a mental one. They have the T-side playbook to pull this over the line, no question. But do they have the execution today, and are they feeling the pressure? And apart from that shot, Fallen's having a great match.
Two flashes, a smoke, and incendiary left in spawn. Furia, plenty to work with.
Good counter utility sends it back from scaling quickly. Could have been a ruse to try to draw them back. Sometimes it's about these multi-pronged lurks on A and B to make individual mistakes. Skulls has a very hard position. We'll see if he can play it any better than Snow can. He's supposed to be an anchor specialist.
Uzera instead trying to hunt for this duel. Yuri's been a real nuisance for anybody trying to get up into this lane of entry. Skulls, he gets his pick over top of Snow.
Waiting for his flash.
Molly behind him. He's able to step forward. Big Uzera still just waiting out smoke on the other half of the map, so we get 2 fights queued up, but one's a little later.
I think Skulls can tell them it's probably going to be the A site now. They're coming to check on any mid lurks just to make sure.
Nothing there for Fallen, so he throws himself back into short side. Beautiful shot from NQZ. Cello, 2 players pass him on short. Oh, Lux over top. Yuri, it's a fast rotation back into the elevator. 3 players all corralled right there in the open for him.
Going through it.
Yuri looking to go deeper into short side while the Deagle is in hand.
They're going to walk back into him, aren't they?
You'd think, but Big Uzera actually delays somewhat, and Kawes out of middle. He's the only thing that's left. He's the only thing, and Quesarado ready for that lurk.
That is so Brazilian. These guys just know each other so well. They can even read plays like that. Yuri pushed through that smoke, cut off shorts. I mean, the great part about the Yuri play is even if he doesn't know if someone's going to come back there, he has a perfect retake position. So he either finds someone back turn as he wraps around entirely, or he stops them from post-planning after the smoke comes up. And he also gets the bomb down initially off of this spam, gets a little extra damage in. Yuri's getting so much value right now.
Solidifying an A defense on his own. A burden for paiN on that half of the map.
And Yuri's somebody who we just have stopped talking about with so many new additions to Furia, along with Quesarado proving, you know, he was the best of the original 5, but he was, for months at a time, right up there, exactly where Quesarado was. All right, one more test for Skulls, and this is, again, such an important thing, because look how exposed you are as a B player.
Yep. Snow at the front of it, down again with nothing. Skulls, however, it's the one and done. The Tetris peak, it's deep, but as he reaches out, Fallen could have just been punished by the Tech 9.
Kawes went for that gun, didn't see him.
Lux has bombs, so he has to peel back. You just saw him trying to move forward. Nade on top of the huge amount of damage there. That's 100 health off Lux and Kawes combined. They anticipate some kind of deeper peak, keeping the pressure up with the util. Just gonna wait this smoke out.
Look at NQZ just sitting for his chance.
They've got everything they need. The Tech 9 push, okay. Desperate times call for desperate measures, but it puts Kawes 1v4, and a single kill will not make the difference. Furia have turned this game around.
That's solid stuff, man. CT side, all of the utility land at the perfect time. They took so much damage in. There was a chance to run over Fallen, but if you let this guy stay alive, he's gonna find value right now. 2 kills on the round for him. He gets the one after Kawes, because once Kawes crosses into the site, everyone else's guard is down. They think there's no op on this line. So of course, Big Uzera's gonna run into that. And that's day save from Quesarado in the end.
Inches away from finding Fallen, scoped in, easy pickup.
And Skulls plays it well enough. He dies, but he gets his first kill, and sometimes that is just the most important part about B.
I think Skulls B play has presented us more to praise than that of Snow.
You see more shush-like protocols, right? More aware of the angles that you can get peeked from. The aim is the other half of that, and that's where we'll have to see if he can fully recover his scoreline, because certainly more action is going to come back to him.
Yeah, right here, right now, in fact.
The tests don't end.
His smoke is down already. An entire grouping of paiN beyond that wood wall. Exposed. He on top of the tower just gets sidelined, and Quesarado's rifle control good for the second. Fallen into the angle. He's lost his original 2 defenders. If Snow peeks to the left side, could Fallen really flick it? Not sure where exactly they come in from. Kawes softened up by grenades, but still able to drop Fury, so the rotators die. Cello's burning to a crisp. Fallen's down, and paiN come through.
Okay, they keep the lead. 11 rounds for paiN. That's a nice one from them, and they take Skulls out as well. No kill for him. Again, such a key duel that's going to take place. Everybody on the stairs versus him on the site. He decides to go up top, and the spray isn't good enough. There are enough rotators there to make up for the trades, but the same can be said for paiN, who had a strong pack of players ready to swing. And even when they give up one to Fallen, they get somebody else in exchange.
Skull's gonna be beating himself up. He's stuck around on top of those orange boxes so long that when that smoke gets blown open by the frag, he looks foolish.
Yeah, that's the other thing that CS2 added to B players. You used to be able to smoke the stairs, and you got a guaranteed 16, 17 seconds of peace. Now, nothing's guaranteed. That's why T-sides have started to run rampant, but Furia have made this 4-round comeback.
Zera to contest on short again. This has been Yuri's domain. Cello's struggles have to come to an end if this A commitment does come through from paiN.
It's been scary for paiN when they don't find any action. And they really are looking for duels. They know about Kawes lurking out mid. Now, unlike when Snow played this site, they're really supporting Skulls in this spot, which means they have a thinner defense on the A site, but this won't be unbeknownst to paiN. They're really spreading out the utility well. What's the idea for paiN? They're looking for the late re-clear. It's going to go back to B. This is a little bit of a fake from Biguzero. Just one smoke, but Yuri's in front of it. He's calling this out big time.
It gets announced by him taking those shots.
Now they need
should be on high alert. Good grenade damage again for Skulls to have to try to deal with. Pressure here for kSerrato as he's fully blind. You'd think he's dead, but somehow gets the quad.
How?
4 players coming upstairs, and nobody gets him out until 2 are dead already. Skulls making the most of that one.
The bomb?
Snow's trying to press in. This plant is desperate, but it's covered barely. Biguzero and Kawes, the last 2 pieces. This comes down to a second. A bloodbath inside of the B site. But Fallen, if anyone is here to rob your hopes away, it's him. He's down.
It had to be the best round yet out of Fallen, and the clutch gets denied. Off in an impossible spot. paiN Gaming play it perfectly. And this moment right here, you think the round is totally over. Somehow kSerrato staying alive is actually unreal.
Skin of your teeth CS.
But then did kSerrato swing quad after that when Skulls got its 2 kills?
I don't know, we switched off.
They spammed him.
Skulls makes the move for the double kill.
Got scary for paiN for 1 second.
Man, oh man. A 5-round resurgence from Furia in the middle of this CT side. Had paiN getting real quiet. In contrast to their 10 of 11 round streak.
Honestly, it was a pretty solid round for Furia. It was paiN who played it down to the wire. They got the utility damage in early.
Snow's gonna fully disengage from B, departs early. Looking like Furia want to get active in mid. Looks like they're gonna go carve out a bit of information. Trying to make the most of these limited pistols. 3.57s on the field for Furia. If you take what you can in terms of info.
Oh, don't tell me they forget to molly this.
This can't be the case.
Not on an anti-force buy. They know that Furia have no money, but they might come to clear this.
Cello jumps the gun, fires immediately, wastes no time. Fire at his feet, he gets a second! And that opens the door for Yuri to slide out. Yuri, who has been a kingpin in the A play. And yet once more, we go down to 20 seconds. paiN have played with the clock and forgot an instrumental piece of util, a key position held. And Skulls lining one up through smoke, the double up down. Oh, the pistols pay off.
It's a clean wipe, and it's because they don't molly Cello out at sandbags. How can they forget to do that? How can they forget to clear it at the very minimum?
Inexcusable.
Go around the outside. You know they have some pistols along with these rifles. That is such a massive error for paiN to make after the 2 rounds that we just saw.
And they had a molly.
And they had a molly. I think they even had 2.
It wasn't a didn't have the tool.
Yeah,
didn't have the presence of mind.
They had the time as well, and they just didn't want to give anything away. But what are Furia doing? They're sitting in spots with small guns trying to make close angles work, and that's got to be one of the most expected ones. So listen, still a world where paiN closes this out here, and now they have the op on NQZ.
They dislodge Snow. Exchange of grenades here from the pack as they crawl around in the tunnels. Look how uncertain everything feels.
Yeah, they're still, because they've been playing blind this whole time. They wait for B pushes, A pushes, don't see anything, and then they force them to go for a
disruptive here from Skulls. He didn't see Snow.
Yeah, whoa, he ran down the stairs.
He didn't see him.
Through the smoke.
Comes through the smoke grenade. Snow would have been on his screen between the staircases. Now all of a sudden you've offered up a 5v4 for paiN. When you went so long giving nothing, you almost deliver a free kill on a silver platter. Luckily for you, you've got Yuri still maintaining control out on middle.
They see the B split intention, right, with that smoke.
Certainly. So kScirato's on high alert, ready to hold back. Heads emerge out from smoke. It's the Lux MP9 or Mac to get that entry. Fallen, they're gonna have to call on him again. A target that crosses over, but he sends the shot through box and it doesn't land. Fallen's got one up in his face. He's got two teammates behind him, and paiN may have been given a God-given gift in terms of openings on this B site. But the god himself could rip it away still to push OT. Fallen waiting for something to shoot at. Cello up along the wall. Now it's all Fallen. This shot, pistols out, hits the headshot. It's him versus Big Azera. Oh, and he had a chance. But that chance dries up. paiN finish what they started here on Vertigo.
Oh my God, they actually closed it out, and it's with the low buy. That is such a massive error in that last round from Skulls. What happened?
His journey isn't over.
We don't know if he will surpass it, but yes, to this point in history,
obviously they're
back upon his peaks.
We saw an uptick in promise in this year's Rio. IEM was not a bad event for Furia when you consider the string of events that came before it. Well, playoffs at a major would be a nice way, though, to end the year for either team involved in this one. It is paiN Gaming up a map. We go to Mirage. Furia's pick. Dual Berettas between Cowes and NQZ. Launders, put your money where your mouth is. $5,000 between me and you. Who wins this?
Furia.
No deal.
Okay. I don't know. Scrawny's not really a betting man.
Nope. The only person I bet on is myself.
And Lucky Larry.
Oh, yeah, that's true. A little lobster mania. First contact, bottom of middle. Into the window they'll go, not stopping Furia from getting their hooks into this mid to what. Right now, it's the catwalk under question. That's the bomb spotted soon enough. Snow's gonna get gushed as he falls back to the default. Cello's got this nice window control, but he actually lets a player get into market. Considering you have one on window, a market rotate is a luxury for paiN. Cowes actually straight up clears him off of it. They've only lost the one player in Snow within the site. Zera throws himself forward, and nobody's hitting anything for Furia. kScirato gonna try to turn it upside down. It's a 1v4, 30 seconds left. Oh, there's a good gush. They're trying to get him one at a time. They step forth, but he's not able to do more than one.
Oh, that was really rough from Furia. I mean, paiN come out and miss, an equal number of shots, but that's Furia with the sight as they're jumping in. Like, that is a way more uncomfortable CT approach than it is a T standoff. And Snow's given space. They aren't scaling well enough on him. They don't win the window fight on the lurk. They have plenty of chances to get kills. And also, of course, it's just kScirato in the end with one.
And a gush, but not enough there. It's the fact that Cello doesn't get the kill on the guy who's running into market before we see that Beretta fight that he also then loses.
Yes. Like, if you're not going to go and get the second, reposition, right?
Really just let paiN have a little more confidence in knowing that market had two players in it. Snow on site could at that point afford to die. We see him swing out. You let that one get away from you.
Bump smoke on B. Doesn't seem like it'll matter this time. paiN holding 2 flashes, though.
Call this the Doug Trio.
Oh, that's a good name for it. It's an evolution of Diglett. Oh, another bad smoke.
Luckily for Lux, it's just the Glocks. Which surely...
Not seeing a plant happen now.
These Glocks shouldn't even be getting away with a bomb plant, and it doesn't look likely at all. You get one, folks, just the one. And you're lucky you even get that.
It's a big pistol flub, man. They give paiN a little lead. And I think the worrying thing, again, is just like the aim. It's not hitting shots you set yourself up for. That's going to feel the worst. There's not going to be any therapy that'll console you through that when your team's talking about what happened in that round. You're just going to be thinking, well, I knew I could have won it.
I suck, I suck.
I suck, I suck.
My dad was right. You have in store for us here, Furia. What is the T side that keeps your major playoff hope alive? Until they smashed Spirit on Dust 2, they hadn't really given everybody the best reasons to believe. Scraped by wins versus Imperial and Wildcard. Exchanged maps in a series versus Big. Still arguably playing the same level of competition in paiN today. And QZ, the easy pickup. Cello just runs right into that M4A1S over towards ramp. It is also the CTs to get one. At least there's a response on that half of the bomb site. Connector still yet to be claimed. Skulls, well, he's now the last remaining down inside the sandwich. A site's clear, and he's gonna try to fight this tooth and nail. 4 kills deep from Skulls.
Has to run back for the bomb at 30 seconds. This opens up a small timing, but Lux thinks that he's gonna come and clear this angle. Skulls just has other business. Now, it should be him going for the plant, but he doesn't know where Lux is. And with the amount of time left on the clock, I don't think Lux is worried about...
Does he peek? Oh, he gets the contact.
God, look at his HP. He could just die. He could just die right here.
It's a good confirmation, but he plants just off the line. Spam doesn't find him right away. He's going to have one more chance. Oh, my God. Oh, the ace!
Oh, my God.
Skulls! The turncoat of paiN cranks it in round 3.
With the 1-on-3 after this play came down from NQZ. The guy who's been the talk of the town here on the roster move for Furia. Julian's all these angles, and with 21 HP stands tall.
A beacon of hope on that A play. Connector gets completely stuffed.
The gun switch, man.
What are you?
I don't know, like the swing could have come out at any time, Lux. He knew that. Skulls was the one playing triple and probably really scared. Burn the ammo on the FAMAS, and then, oh, Cello gets this one. What? The 2K denial out of snow, very nicely done.
Ace won't mean much if you get hard reset in the follow-up. paiN trying to zone it. That aid. That's snow dead. No chance to get away from that one. MP9 down on Van also gets popped. paiN recovering the entry, but dinked in the process. It's an easy cleanup, but the flank still comes through. We go back-to-back 1vx's.
Yes, the lurk comes out for Yuri. He knows that that's clear for the moment. Kawa is down to 29, so he was spotted at some point. Plant going down on default, it would take more than a crazy shot. It's got to be one on the side of the head, and Yuri shows himself. Oh,
no, didn't see it. Just got into the corner.
Wait, is Yuri even holding this, though?
No, he's not.
Yuri
he's
has
holding
no
sight.
idea. It's not going to get
He doesn't clear!
Oh, my God, Kawes.
He doesn't clear it.
He thought he got there soon enough. Yuri couldn't have got back there, and he's right a second earlier, and you would have seen him.
I mean, both.
I'm pretty sure he saw a little bit of his gun. Oh, but either way, that's crazy lucky for Yuri. If he had doubted himself at all.
Doesn't even consider this. Neither player considers the other is on a cat.
Woo.
Back-to-back 1vx situations for Furia, and that is the paiN Gaming momentum coming to a quick end after winning pistol in one conversion.
Yeah, that's the money. Good to see some X Factor plays coming out from Furia, though. It was kind of all fallen in mid-round moments in that last game. Oh, Cello could smell him. Someone should probably watch his window.
Yuri just shakes him out of the corner. Nothing you can do about it, though. USPs aren't going to find footing. No solace for paiN Gaming. 2 clutches lost, and you're going to watch Furia run away with an early lead.
I can't believe Yuri actually got away with that play last round.
I can't believe Skull's clutch 1v3.
Yeah, that was insane, too. Close moments, close moments. Every clutch has been like, it's not been like some perfect flank. It's always been some absolutely 50-50 situation.
This game has remained sloppy, as we said it would probably be, out of the gate back on Vertigo. It was 1 round deep. You said, oh, that's right, I forgot this game was going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, define exciting. There are moments that'll keep us on the edges of our seats. They had to take one on the chin in the last with the pistols in hand. Now paiN back to full force. And Furia getting fiercer. Decide to try and open up a smoke bottom middle. That's a team flash to make Cacerato's day a little harder. But paiN don't throw anything too dangerous back at Furia. They just concede middle in the opening bout of the round.
Reloading Cacerato's utility here in mid as they leave him behind. They've got top mid control for the moment. And I think they're really putting themselves in spots to wait for re-aggressions, walk up cat, anything into connector. And now they're faking the B split. You can see from the group up on the ramp. There's 2 players backside on B. And Kawes could, in this situation, walk down the ramp. That's what they're looking for. Skulls comes out for the clear. Kawes so nice with it, though. My God.
Bigusera, gets away from him.
Ooh.
For everything Kawes starts, nobody else can hang on to until the Opera slides behind triple. We've got section duels on both sides of sight. Ramp player crossed out from Sandwich. He's lost track of NQZ, who's actually right here on top of him. No bomb plant for you. And that means Cello, isolated back in connector, doesn't even really have the time to cross back through jungle, let alone if it was actually being held. And in a moment's notice, it could be. Cello, you got no chance at this. That gun could have been saved. Instead, he just tries to slide out through the bomb site. He will find nobody with no time.
Yeah,
now at this point, just don't die after it expires. Feeds himself into snow. paiN respond, 3 apiece now.
Hit it, yeah, he's committing very awkwardly right there. Cello did not have a great Vertigo as well. This is so unbelievably clean from Kawes, right? One fight to the next as if he wasn't even spotted. And they tried to put down, you know, some sort of fake. Kawes doesn't walk down the ramp. They don't even really milk that position as long as they can. So all they end up doing is blocking themselves off from the split a little longer.
Fast charge for Cacerato. He knows what he wants. He'll take it. And QZ gets blinded up. K-Serato's got full info to the next position off the defender, and all of that's a ruse. K-Serato just pounds his chest, scares them, and then you think it'd be enough.
No shot. Snow does that 3-kill round in this situation from the top of stairs.
Man, and he left so much to be desired back on Vertigo, but Fallen just spotted a shadow. It's not too late to rob this round away. Despite the heavy snowfall inside A site, Fallen tried to keep it up. Whew, what a multi-kill off top stairs.
Oh man, I think it's got to be his teammate's flash as well, right? Or is there anyone even blind in that spot?
I love this. Two huge individual moments across both sides of the map. K-Serato for paiN, Snow.
It's the big Uzera flash.
Right into Furia.
It's the big Uzera flash over the site that allows him to take that peek. Beautiful work, Snow. That's his play of the game so far.
Thrust Furia back into dire spots, Glocks across the board.
It was looking like a lovely call with both lurks working out at the same time, and they pulled it off so quickly. You'd think there was no recovering that. Snow was the only way. paiN looking to send him home early.
There's more where that come from. One deagle shot. But this unequipped Furia camp. Gonna hope they can burst into Ape site. Meet your maker.
They do milk these rounds, but just by sitting around.
Yeah. Use the chance to talk, have a little powwow. Discuss your feelings. You're not getting more than that, I'd say. Yuri not able to make it happen with the Desert Eagle, so Big Uzera will snatch the sidearm. Snow will keep the hype up. And paiN recovering from that early loss of momentum.
It's moments like this that will create the fork in the road, you know, between the fandom of these rosters. Important head-to-heads to decide who goes the farthest in the major, who is the best team in Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting over the same passionate fan base. You can love every player from Brazil, but you put your champions on the pedestal.
Uh-oh.
Yeesh, Cello.
They know they've got NQZ and lower now, too.
Yep. Snow is meant to maybe bail them out.
Let's see how they approach it.
Try to secure some kind of exit path, but Cello, he wants a second.
Unspotted.
Big Uzera's going to give the cover from the other side, but it does still cost them the opper. Top connector swing spotted. That's the defense being found out, that's for sure. Yuri, trying to predict it. Kawez comes swinging out with another critical and clean kill. K-Serato contact versus Lux. And Lux gets out, still with 30 health, having shaved the HP bar of K-Serato low. But it's not K-Serato alone, and that's what ends up finding him off guard. Furia bank on Fallen, bailing him out.
How will Kawez make this a close round? That's the question. And every time I see Kawez get a kill, I think he's the one that got away for Furia. Sitting right there on his Academy lineup. That 2K on the A ramp. Frags like that, so clean. Furia gonna, man, situations like this, you're a 3v1, you're walking into mid at 30 seconds. Why are you allowing for situations where if Kawez is sitting on the right side, he gets one kill and you lose the round off of time? Oh my God.
Positioning's right.
He literally is going to cut them off.
He's giving himself the best chance. Oh, the double!
And is the bomb planted back triple? Oh.
Yes, he's good. Fallen comes off. The one that got away, you called him. This round doesn't seem to escape him. Would be the third 1vx situation for Furia to have to post of the 4-round wins they've nabbed. And just waiting for that top stairs peak. But Kawes picks up the Molotov, puts it on, forces him in, and Fallen says, enough's enough. Woo. Sit down.
Just enough, man. And that molly lands on default, only pushes him back further inside a firebox, makes the duel a little bit more awkward, but that was Kawes zoning it, right? He can swing on firebox and know that Fallen is back there with enough time remaining. He's really frustrated to not win that, but my God, did he make it close.
This jungle repositioning is nasty.
Like, why are working so hard in a 3v1 just to create a situation like that, where Kawes is walking towards B after leaving CT and then going back to jungle. You create your own timing, you lose players in the process, and you show us why paiN stand a chance.
It's clutches that keep Furia in this. 8-1 otherwise.
Sket looks ridiculous on that view model, Big Azera.
Everything looks crazy in his hands. It's back to an uncontested mid setup for Furia. I just want to know where Kawes is at all times.
Yeah.
Between him and Snow, there's a chance for paiN. Keep putting them into the good mid rounds. You'd think eventually this clutch luck dries up. You'd think. 3 rounds left to get through before Furia can swap to the defense of their map pick.
Oh.
That window smoke soon to fade. kSCERATO a little busy with the nades up, so they're going to be on high alert for the bench player. Luck sees the trajectory. Snow is waiting for that fight. This is insane if you walk through that.
Him? No.
Window smoke fades. You know kSCERATO's still down there.
kSCERATO.
But Snow goes deep. Reconfirms what he knows. Oh! Trying to change util at the bottom of Con. Fallen. Careful now. kSCERATO still looking for fights in the windowsill. There's 2 here. Lux, that's clean. With the FAMAS double headshot. Puts Fallen to the top of stairs. He looks to join up with Skulls coming off of the ramp, but he's been tagged down to a mere 3 points of health. Both players low, and Kawes is up here, remaining as always as a problem for Furia. paiN will continue to win these.
I can't believe how that's the way the round distills. kSCERATO, every piece of utility was meant to zone people into these spots. Then Snow peeks out when he goes for the second frag. I'm like, are you crazy? They could be mollying the window, nading it. Your teammate's not smoking out this position. You could be tucking and being safe in this spot. But then what happens? Lux comes out, swings for 2 more. That's the brand of CS that we've got. And that's how paiN win the round. It doesn't even cost them.
Win that and more. Pistols walking 4th in round 11 here for Furia. Clutches kept them in it. 1 round in convincing fashion from the CTs obliterates the cash. Lux offers a shining example of FAMAS usage. Right now, though, very much alone. Pistols could have prevailed, but he's got support off Snow's cat hold, and it is perfection for paiN.
A solid half already out of Snow. 3K spray from the top of stairs. Eat up those ecos, why not? Him and Kawes have been such a powerful force. And this is in the face of the 1v3 out of Skulls. Of course, it helps they grab their pistol, but I think the better team is certainly in the lead. Heavy A-pop on the way.
Kawes able to hold his nerve despite being awkwardly blinded. Blind support from Biguzera. Missed shot from NQZ. This reopens the door for Furia. Kawes, though, back's turned to him. Gets a lot out of that situation. NQZ forced off of the ticket booth. There is damage done to the 3 remaining players of Furia. They're going to chuck that nade deep instead of opening up the smoke, trying to get more damage in before the inevitable retake's thrown forward. kSerato offers 1, trying to keep Furia's round 5 hopes alive. Fallen dies out to the Opera, who's stuck along the wall. kSerato knows it, but the op shots connect.
Wow.
And paiN go up 8-4 over top Furia. The only thing that keeps Furia's half alive, those 3 1vx clutches.
Yep, that's right. Amazingly done here from NQZ. The op shots are so strong, man. They are really earning this series. They may have barely got it over the line on Vertigo, but this is now Furia's map pick. No more excuses for them. They are being dragged into the mud, right? This is that window play that paiN end up winning. Those 2Ks, that was Furia using every protocol in place to get those fights, and yet they still could not beat paiN at that game. Take everything you learn and shelve it. Because you've got an old familiar opponent that want you to play how you used to.
Now we're getting the winning formula from paiN that I thought was going to be apparent back on Vertigo. Now you're getting everybody stepping up. If Snow had that kind of a half back on Vertigo B site, that would have made the difference and closed it out so much sooner.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
It is a hard position. Some of these things go map to map.
Of course. Tapping into it here now versus their countrymen.
And kSerato, the best of the bunch.
So he's meant to be.
Here versus the B play.
Chucks out the incendiary. Missed shots from the catwalk. Yuri not able to hold it. Jumping Snow into the bomb site.
Instantly down. All the smokes established.
Cello and Snow to lock horns out in market. Cat Smoke keeps Yuri out of the equation for the time being. Can Snow bring down another? He's got himself a fight, and it's just the one for Snow. His teammate's gonna have to stave off this retake. Kawes turns attention, but that opens the door for Yuri to just come through with timing. This retake is going to perfection.
No way, 4v5 retake, all smokes down, every post-plant position you could dream of. Besides playing up in the hall, no, even up in the halls, they go down.
Yuri ends up coming through with 3. They get Snow out of the market, and then everybody just falls apart. Like that one market death just had Kawes look away from smoke.
Oh,
Yuri.
last bullet.
Dirt nasty.
Filthy to do it that quickly. Yuri was great on Vertigo as well. Now he's pretty much the one thing that Furia have going for them in this 3-round game. 3 Deagles come out for paiN. Watch for Kawes. It's crazy how pressure never seems to be a factor for paiN, man. I never see them shy away from being themselves all the time,
yes.
No matter who they're playing at these majors, win or lose.
Kawes hears these pieces moving around.
Yeah, if you get too excited, man, you just start to forget about just usual spots that people could have snuck into. And here, sitting at Sandwich, there's a full plan around taking the A site. No one's in ticket. And what?
All he has to do is pressure the connector player. That bomb's going to slide out, and this is an easy bomb plan.
Yeah, they need a little luck here. You know, who gets what kill? Because
just got to keep Yuri busy. That's all you need.
And no, not cleared properly.
Lux goes unspotted. Now Yuri's on the reload. That's going to get the bomb down. If you get that bomb down, that's something to play with. And a little pressure from underpass as well. This is not a round you can afford to lose, Furia. Missed op shot, damage starts to come out. Yes, it's a man advantage, but now that's gone too. This bomb is planted. The P250 trying to keep the pressure up on stairs. The longer you keep them off this bomb site, the better. And then Lux, emerging out from catwalk, has heads turned the other way. Furia clear it.
No problem.
But man, that's not convincing.
No, that was almost totally unforgivable, with not having a single player playing ticket, leaving the A site totally unsupervised, sandwich lurk coming in, and them not watching it. Of course, they've actually been pretty good in retakes. We see that, what they can do on the pistol round, but this is a round where how much space can you take when you have nothing to work with? If paiN had forced up, how much more bad does that get? It's a 2-round game. The buy-up comes back for paiN. And now we'll see if we can take advantage of these gaps. Clean assembly of the boost here in mid.
It's just the kind of round that racks your nerves a little if you're hoping to believe in Furia right now.
Cello gets a little bored. He's going to walk right into this.
Cello opens up, finds the top mid kill. That's a great start. But Cowes has an answer immediately. A little ramp play looked good. Cello, that's a nice double kill to post in the first gun round of paiN. Keeps himself between both middle and that A site.
Again, it's a double up connector right now, and this means Skulls could wrap ticket, but they're still worried about a window timing too. There's so many gaps that they have to be concerned about. Of course, right now, as you can see, it's 2 coming from top mid.
Oh, but they step down.
Ooh, that
a
was
little walk up. Khan finds Big Uzera in the no man's land.
another moment for Big Uzera. He has a few bullets that come in, but no frag.
Snow and NQZ to try to combine forces. But, oh, there's the miss. There's that one critical miss. Snow able to be traded out by NQZ. Not the worst position. We had 3 clutches sprinkled in for Furia. He hesitates for a second, planting inside of the cover of the smoke. Damage is there, but now that op's up. You have given NQZ a chance.
He's got to smoke 2 flashes to work with.
Looks for the head of Caserado towards connector.
They have a smoke and a molly as well, so as long as they know that they can get Caserado out,
he peels back.
he just has to make sure that, in fact, NQZ has cross CT, and that's what they're hoping he's done.
Smoke on top of that bomb with his position and playing with the AWP. It's going to be so awkward if they just try to defuse this.
Pretty much impossible to stop.
Needs the lineup. Needs to hit the wall bang. Yeah, unfortunately gets off site. Don't die now. Oh, okay. He hangs on for the AWP. A little plant will get some extra money going. It's an attempt of a recovery in a 2v4, but they had the tools to keep him off that stoppage.
Yeah, honestly, playing CT didn't really make that much sense considering the bomb was back triple. But in the 1v2, he was maybe hoping to get an early kill on that side first. Cello's even, they're lucky to have Cello in this round because of the kills he gets. But he's extremely fortunate that he gets one before NQZ finds him first. 1-round game. Now tragedy strikes paiN. The op save, so they're figuring out how to casually buy around it without spending too much. They've got some pretty solid options.
Ooh, no target for a hungry Opper, hoping to make up for a lost clutch attempt. This position here from Yuri, just waiting for the pop-up out of Big Uzera. Huge advantage for Yuri with the M4.
They missed that window smoke, eh?
This one lands.
Hot spotted. We got Big Zero already to the top of con.
Yep.
They're applying this pressure. And when they apply pressure like this, it comes down to one shot.
Skulls falls down to under Palace. Could potentially let Cowes out. They just put a smoke. If they think Cowes is going to respect that, that's one thing.
Okay.
Skulls actually gives cover to the jungle. Good find. AK, though, in play from Lux. There's the one answer they've managed so far. Cowes starts to lurk out. Finds one top ticket. Skulls is trying to save teammates, but can only keep one of the two alive.
They're going to burn some time off the clock running back to get this bomb. And with the A lurks coming down, you see that Cello starting to think maybe it's B.
He'll put his face in the windowsill.
Oh, and NQZ with the bomb would love to be able to op up on this cross, but he's got to jump out.
K-Serrato leans back onto the bench. An 8 and 12. K-Serrato to hold him back. First one's gone down easy. Cello's out. And having to remove this op from the equation makes it all the harder. And his sidearm's just the Glock. Give him a Tech 9, maybe he's got the chance, but this one goes down. K-Serrato, easy hold. Him and Cello, shoulder to shoulder as Furia tie the game.
Furia do find an answer. They tie the game up, and it's still like insane to me how many gaps that paiN are finding because of how centralized the defense is inside of mid. In moments where it's a force buy, I think they're just so comfortable playing retake. They want to put all their emphasis on stopping anybody swinging underpass or top boxes, but I mean, paiN are clued into that. They can really visualize where they can walk out. Oh, I think they exchange glances.
Cello gonna pretend like he didn't see him. Molly at his feet. This is a locked-in fight. Oh, the gun starts to get away from him. Opening kill for paiN. They've been hard to come by, but they find one.
Getting that walkout.
Fallen. Spotted. Over towards Ticket. Molotov lands on top of him. He's forced to give up his angle and whittled down to 60 health. Skulls was a key piece to that last round, looking to be the savior yet again. In off the flash, it's actually Yuri to find the blind kill, but oh, Snow responds. Despite getting dinked in the head, down to 10, they start to peel back. They forfeit this A site.
Wait, what's happening here? They're just giving this up entirely?
Looks like they're about to leave.
They're not convinced that the A site has been taken over. I mean, this is the lack of information. It's actually incredible. They're wrapping around. paiN can't even believe it. No more pressure back on this site. And Fallen, however, maybe he gets a chance at another kill.
That bomb just creeping out.
Oh, what a shot!
Beautiful adjustment, and Lux actually hits Fallen as he dies. That's both players quick on the trigger, but nobody close enough. Furia, they didn't believe in the A hit, and this is going to cost them a critical round.
Why aren't they even trying this? They have utility. They got the utility and the kill off of Cat, and they've had great retakes. They literally went into a save before the round was over. Why? Because they saw one late on A and then got a kill. That's a really crazy looking decision to me. That was the most standard approach and not something that paiN haven't tried before.
Terrorists win.
That was like a 2020-2021 save. It comes down to that. Hey, like if this works, we win. If not, we save. And it's a flash for the jungle smoke push.
Definitely leaves something to be desired, but for Furia's sake, let's hope they can forget about it.
For paiN, an opportunity. And they keep lots of lives alive too. No concessions here in round 18.
It's their first on the board since the T side started. We got funny guys over here.
Deluxe memes.
Very quiet Furia out
Got
middle.
to appreciate them just trying to at least watch for the walkouts, right? This time they start ticket. This is with intention for Fallen.
Guzera slips in. Got two players on both sides of connector. Will never be easy to get out of this. Fallen's inability to cut players off ramp came back to haunt him a round ago. It's actually Skulls to open up on that big Guzera con kill.
Luck shoots early.
Yep, now they know about him. Catwalk compromised, ramp very much fixated in on by paiN, and Fallen actually just takes away his own angle, forcing him to go on top of Ticket instead. From there, a collateral. Yuri's able to hold back on the ladder play, and everything goes swimmingly here for Furia.
Hey, this one makes a whole lot more sense in terms of what paiN have just tried to do. I think actually a really important frag was that Skulls Big Guzera interaction. Big Guzera knew that there was someone very close to that spot, and NQZ now up in jeopardy as he dies to make it 9 even.
Well, collateral certainly doesn't help paiN's case, but that one's so flat in comparison to some of all their other openings. And Skulls getting the fight on Big Guzera. We didn't see this, but Fallen. Oh, dude, that doesn't even look like two people.
They were so lined up, you actually could not even see anybody else.
Just an amorphous blob. And Fallen, indiscriminate. Kill, kill, kill. Holds him back in ramp. Piecing together a buy here, paiN a little weird out of spawn, but still, plan looks clear. A early. Yuri's gonna be locked into Sandwich. They do have a Molotov on Cowes.
They're quite simply starting him.
Fallen not gonna let them out for free. Easy pickup in his case. They do not clear Sandwich. Yuri's able to hold back too. Beautiful work with the rifle, and Fallen starting to make a difference.
Yes. And again, we're paying attention to his starting position, right? What has been the biggest way that paiN have made space this entire half? It's coming out of A ramp. For paiN, you might get concerned with this call. They're poking the beast at the moment. They're feeding into the defensive plans of Furia, and they'll take their third tack pause just to make sure that they don't look too generic. It's been a CT side from Furia that looks just like theirs, even better.
Yes.
Would love to see, I mean, obviously everything's happening these days towards connector and A ramp, but would absolutely love to see some more love given to Cat and pick plays on the B side in general. Wow, that's a money nade. Serrato running back for his second smoke.
Cello with another frag if he wants it. Big Guzera steps right into where the first one burst.
There's someone really holding Cat here for Serrato, so there is pressure on him, you know, that could be coming in some time, and depending on how connector plays out, Skulls might be responsible for giving him the warning system or trying to help him. At least got Yuri up in Cat ladder room.
Opening the smokes, Big Guzera almost in the middle of two, will indeed step forward into Skulls.
He brought up Serrato.
Here we go. This time it's actual guns, not just pistols for him to hold back, and Cowes gets nothing. Just runs out that doorway straight into Yuri. Snow, it's the same case. And NQZ was banking on the rifles to find entries so that he could deal with the rotate, but this is a flat-footed paiN in back-to-back rounds. They are not even finding themselves in the clutch situations that Furia were able to piece together back on their struggling T side.
Yeah.
And those clutches could end up being the difference between two flat T halves from both these squads.
Ooh.
Cello absolutely ices this one out, and Furia are sailing forward to an Inferno map 3.
Yes, they are. This might be the first time that we can kind of agree that Furia are the better team, or clearly better in one half of the last 4. Yuri's performance in this series has been noted for sure across Vertigo and Mirage. And after what we saw in Vertigo, it would be weird if we didn't get a third map, at the very least. paiN actually looked like they're running out of ideas somehow here on Mirage. Maybe that's why they were attempting so many walkouts. But you know what? On these ecos, it's entirely possible. We've seen Furia get into very scary positions.
Cello actually dies on that?
Yeah, wow. They actually are tempted to try to reset. There's no one inside of B. Cello spotted, skulls down. Caserado is where? And wait, the bomb. Oh, the Glock takes out Skulls. The bomb gets spotted at a minute. Dead center of the map, could be going in either direction. And the CTs will split up 1-1. Fallen. A little too suspect of the idea of a late game A play here.
This has been paiN's late round target.
No mollies here for back triple. We kind of have to fight them as they come in. Maybe there's a world that paiN can get a plant or even better.
And QZ's got that bomb on his back. AK in the hands of Cowes, armored to boot. Palace players jump out, they survive the op shot. Yuri able to just get his head back down into the cover, which is right where he needs to be. Fallen, not gonna miss. Smashes Lux's skull, and Cowes steps out. Oh, double headshot! And only one left, it's Caserado, bomb to be planted.
No fake plant.
He's gonna go right into it, and he comes back up. Caserado closes that gap, Cowes now knows! But he gets shut down by the better rifle. Wow. Give it to him. It's a clutch back for Furia. 4 of them throughout this map of Mirage. It is undeniably what makes the difference.
Absolutely. The 1v1 X factor, and of course, the best player in Brazil to make the close. Such a close moment here for paiN, and again, as we can see, these rounds are not gimmies for Furia. They can lose to ecos, especially when Cowes has the 1 AK. Very nice attempt, but unfortunately for Cowes in this game, 2 super close, magical clutch moments fall into the wayside.
Yep, both slip away. No clutches for paiN to the 4 of Furia with a 3-round difference.
Can't say they were easy rounds. They were both, 1v3 attempts. That came down to the last kill. But it's still gonna sting.
Cello under pressure with the window plays. He's crossing paths with Lux.
Oh, Lux actually shows himself.
Oh, wow. Cello starts the panic spray too. We've got this player up on Palace, and Fallen turning eyes over towards Khan. He knows they're in there. Smashes Big Uzera's open.
Man, what? I wonder why he started shooting inside the window.
I don't know, some panic sinking in.
He was definitely right. There was someone there, but wow.
Both teams just putting those smokes down to try to keep players out of this equation. They're trying to isolate fights inside sight. Fallen, burned back, has to give it over. This would be the plant for Connector. But bomb isn't there.
40 seconds and it's all the way back in the default spot. They have to go run and grab it.
It's the same panic that sinks in window.
And Lux has to float around the A site and pretend that he can make presence. 2 players left.
A sad reality here for paiN. Back and forth affair over on Vertigo that comes down to their favor, but barely. And now this time around, Furia simply able to clutch when paiN can't. Lux has got to keep eyes on ticket, where 3 players sit up and a comfortable position from kSerato's off over on Catwalk. This is going to be a desperate plant attempt from Snow. A challenge from Cat will not find it. It's instead the ticket peak to close, and we have Furia pushing the series to Inferno.
Yep, they'll take it all the way there, and it absolutely could have gone either way. But I think we can't be surprised that in this type of series, that would be the result. 2 maps back to back. A great effort from paiN.
Well, without further ado, folks, this Brazilian head-to-head comes to an end on Inferno. paiN Gaming, if they win, upset and play versus MIBR tomorrow, guaranteeing a Brazilian top 8. If Furia go on, not the case, no guarantees, but at least still 2 teams regardless.
There are 2 bad losses for Furia on this map that are a super sore spot on the veto here for Furia, but I don't know if that'll be indicative of what happens in this game.
Snow to try to set it up. Great grenade.
Excellent.
That is 3 HP bars smashed before they even round the half wall. Snow tries to peek in to really finish what they started, and that actually just ends up leading him to be gushed and falling back. CT's though taking a ton of control out through alt mid, and that's going to free up the 3rd player to rotate in. NQZ adding himself to the tally here. It's a very slow approach from Furia, considering they have no control elsewhere.
They're allowing for a timing at the bottom of Banana, and no one's sitting back here, so they're just kind of spotting it once in a while. As the exec comes out, Cowes, that's who I'm looking for.
Surely they won't go back. Gonna try to force their way in with the double Molotov. Full-blown execute, and they run through the smokes off of the flashbang. 2 kills out of the CT side. We've got NQZ finding the edge now. 4 versus 2. Put up. If a bomb plant goes down, that's money made. So be it. You take what you can get.
Be careful.
Skull's gonna give a little back. Won't be able to get into the oranges, and so this one falls on kSerato's 6 health. He is deep inside
they
the
saw
bomb
him
site.
run to Con, actually.
They think he's in the other direction. Oh, kSerato taps back onto the plant. No way!
Oh.
And as he jiggles back into the corner, come on, kSerato! It'd be a crazy 1v3. They let him get into the shadows.
No way!
Kaike Serato!
It's the impossible clutch. He pulled the wool over their eyes running to Con. They were so sure that he made that move. And when he got back to quad with 20 some odd HP, he somehow found 3 frags. 6 health! 6 health he had.
You get what you pay for. And it's paiN to pick up the tab. Huge clutch to set that tone. Right back into the gut-wrenching clutch rounds that smothered paiN on Mirage.
Completely unreal. He could have been blown over by a gust of wind. That'll humble you. It's a good gun spotted here from Skulls. MP9 in the hands. Immediately. Got him in a position just to lock off mid. They're looking relatively undecided though. And okay.
MP9's just tear him apart. That's a whole lot of bullets coming out of short side A site.
The decision is awkward, honestly. NQZ sneaks into Boiler, looking to clear out the long haul. B players are just Snow. And they'll punish one more. But now are they just going to come back to A?
Yeah,
Cowes,
like it.
If they're going to really run it down the clock like this, man, it's going to come down to Cowes and 1 kill. Will they find him?
30 health. Yuri jumping around corners, 5 seconds to spare. They find him, they blast him away with the MAC-10 headshot point blank. And Fallen getting that bomb down with a second to spare.
Crazy.
So Playing a dangerous game, but rocking the poke back with time.
To be honest, yeah, an Inferno, like, if you win the anti-ecos, I don't think you're going to be too pressed about how you do it, especially if you're Furia. That's where they looked like the sort of most liable to lose when they had good gun advantages. So getting that over the line is, I think, a sigh of relief here for Furia, especially with 4 alive ultimately. How did he trick 3 people that he went on?
I don't know why they were. Yeah, they were so convinced.
No, they saw him go into the smoke. It was insane. I actually don't know how he got back to quad so fast. That was the part that kind of blew me away. I was like, wait a second. That was quite literally an impossible clutch. And if you missed it, Donk's 1v5 over on Mirage may have been slightly better. Wait a second.
Cello. Makes NQZ feel foolish. CTs go running over towards that B site in response to a little smoke pop. The rumblings of a B commitment, but there ain't nothing there. There ain't nothing. Other than Serato leaning back. If you want a second round with him. So once again, Cow is just going to be isolated over towards A on his own. 5-7 this time. Not even. P250.
Nice Cello.
And it's about time if Cello, you know, obviously these are
This would be the map.
Anti-pistol kills for him to pill out, but it's just
nice
like,
smoke.
oh wow, that's a new one. It would be the time for him to pull off a pop-off.
This would be the map, I think, if, you know, and it would be overpass if they still had that in.
Don't worry, I heard it's coming back after the major.
Ooh, after train.
We're going two for two this time.
2 for 2?
2 maps changed.
2 maps changed. Okay, okay.
2 for 2.
Wow. I feel so bad for... What would it be?
See ya. Ooh, careful. This price tag's getting a little bigger.
It is. Just to hunt down this MP9.
Yeah, right? What are you trying to stop?
Let him have his gun, man. Young Snow. 3-0 start. Pressure's on paiN.
Yeah, 3-0 start, and don't forget, you know, I give them half points for that second half of Mirage. All that momentum, that kind of shifts into this one, too. It's been a little while since paiN had anything to really get excited about. Let's hope for their sake a gun round can make the difference. You got Serato still off to the flying start that is the 5-0 score. A clutch that's going to keep him warm for many winters. Clash versus the SMG. It is a weak link of this defense here, Cowes. Maybe not individually, but equipment-wise. Mind you, also, still no kills.
Now we know paiN are going to give up some space. They have a win on Inferno recently. But they were super comfortable. NQZ on this angle. playing the fallback position. But you play blind on both sides of the map. A good team's going to take advantage of it. paiN just had... Oh,
no way.
Man, that's a massive timing, man. No one's watching that for NQZ. No one's holding halls.
They try to push forward instead to try and reclaim something. You just let your Opper die in the background, so yeah. You hit the ground just as quickly.
Yuri says, nice CT Molotov, bro.
No saving grace whatsoever here for the paiN A defense. Opper dead, blindsided, doesn't even get a chance to shoot. Big Uzera, at least from inside of the pit, trying
Takes them both.
absolute damnedest, but it's nothing but damage. And so Furia whittled down the clock again and again, guaranteeing the bomb to be planted in the back corner. Still, more time to spare than previously. We'll see if they go hunting. They really wanted that one MP9 one round to go, but so far, paiN can't even touch Furia here on map 3.
It kind of gets stuffed right there. That is just such a... I mean, they smoked Moto, and NQZ sort of walked into it, so it means like a second later he's completely unseen. But before that time, wow. How'd
that get up there?
That would have been an interesting grenade that blew it up there, I'm sure. Wait, is that be NQZ's op?
Has to be. It's the only one that was in the round.
Wait, what?
Gravity, bro.
Gravity.
Gravity, bro.
Okay, or lack thereof.
Tomato, tomato.
Gravity. When he killed him.
Yeah.
Did a bullet do that, do you think?
Surely not.
Okay.
That was like my smoke grenade last night on Ancient.
That was hilarious. That had the whole team laughing.
Yeah.
Connor threw a smoke grenade in a clutch to defuse the bomb and would have had enough time to do it. His smoke bounced off the bomb and went slowly up into the air and over into CT on Ancient. You had to be there.
It hit the little yellow edge of A site. Honestly, that grenade probably made it halfway to the International Space Station.
Yeah, it was just floating as well. It was so
It flew.
Good. Yeah.
Flew to the moon like Furia are right now in this first half because no sign of paiN stopping or even slowing this bad boy down. That pistol clutch it set a tone. And QZ.
Oh, you gotta stay scoped and you gotta shoot. Those are like two things that went wrong actually right there. Oof.
It set a tone.
Yeah.
We saw what happened versus 3D Max when paiN kind of got pushed off kilter. Yeah. And the quality of that game that they brought to the table at that point just really fell off. I said it before this best of 3 went live. That's the best of 1 that, that was the worst CS that they presented at this major.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to get these small mistakes, like leaving an Opper floating out on A site last round with no cover, forgetting to left click as you go for the opening pick down mid,
Yeah, that's brutal.
or just straight up losing a 1v3 versus a 6 health pistol. This is paiN, unfortunately, tapping into their worst version.
Yeah. It's tough when you say it like that, but it's exactly right. We know that they can play a lot better than this. Not sure exactly what happened to NQZ there, but with that op going down, Big Uzera picking it up in the 4v5, the best thing they have going for them is that Furia like to play these rounds late. But now Snow standing behind a smoke, and Big Uzera, ooh,
Saw that. He saw that.
He did. Oh, he takes a shot and misses it, and now...
M4's going in. Cow has got to find it. His first kill of the map on the line, and oh, he gets the dink.
He cannot get an easy kill. 15 seconds.
Opper's stuck in the backside, missing shots. Big Uzera's, and his support system fails all around him.
Crazy.
It is another late play into the A site where Furia come through with seconds to spare, just slicing through a defense that simply can't stand tall enough to stop
Just
it.
crazy how comfortable they are in these moments. And they keep 4 alive in the process. Skulls plays it so patiently. It's been a nightmare for Kawez. He's taken a lot of duels as carefully as he can, and yet has just been slightly edged out in each. This one due to the AK. But that's a moment I love from Skulls in sort of his personality as an anchor. I'm like, There's a position where even if he waits long enough, Cowes is forced to peek. There is no way for him to stand in that doorway when the A site is getting taken over. Cowes desperately wants to trade places with Skulls so he can be the one to stare out of it. But instead, Skulls just waits, and says, every minute, every second that you stay here, my team gets closer to taking over the site. That's all he had to do. He's hyped, man. He can feel it. That's a quiet confidence right now. paiN, where you at?
That's the kind of confidence where you're excited and you're happy because you can feel the win coming,
right,
but you're not popping off because it doesn't even feel like this is hard fought.
Yeah.
You know, you scream when you win the clutch.
Yeah.
You smirk when you know it's in the bag. Skulls quickly carving a path down Boiler, MP9 pouncing on it. There's Cowes, first kill of the map, and it comes with an upgrade to the rifle. Finally able to get one over Furia inside of the apartments, and further damage down Banana now.
Okay, much better start. Countering the flash tactic. Now we have to see Furia play man down. Locking in a B doesn't seem like a bad idea. The amount of A plays that come out late for Furia, though, the conditioning is just brutal. It's old school Na'Vi-esque. Full exec coming in. They're playing retake.
Oh, it's blind with a D. Snow gets further damage in, but Quesarado just refuses to die as he gets into the B site. Low health again. Fallen's lineup.
He doesn't swing grill, and they plant Cello's own nade.
Bad nade bounces off the corner. The 2 health that was keeping Quesarado alive.
Yuri died too.
Yep, the spam comes out from Lux off Coffins. Down to only 20 seconds, fully exposed to CT, kills the Coffin player, sick headshot out of Cello.
We had a 1v5 already a minute ago.
That quiet confidence from Cello that we saw when they picked up that last round, but now his hands will be fully committed to this plant. He elicits the first peek. There's still just enough time. He swapped out the guns, and he can't dodge shots. Cowes, the upgrade from MP9 to AK's here to close it.
Oh my god, if he had edged back just behind that, there was a chance he puts the bomb down and wins the 1v5. Instead, it is tragedy, and it would have been 6 kills for Cello as he got the nade on his teammate. When this happens, this spam happens, it's Fallen who could have been planting grill, and they could be spamming anybody throwing utility. It's an anti-eco. They don't necessarily have to be worried about the incendiary.
That bounce is insane. It hits the wall as it's supposed to, and then clips the smallest edge of the top of the column and bounces back the other direction.
Okay.
You land that nade 98 times out of 100.
There is a lot of weird clipping on Inferno, so we can feel a little bit bad for him on that one. Well, then he certainly makes up for it by getting 4 kills, because they made it really expensive for paiN's first round.
Softens up the cash flow a little bit. paiN, though, come right back into the follow-up with an opening kill to Quesarado, starting to find footing here, or so they were. It's still Yuri to fight up towards top Banana, finding one, exposing Snow. But still paiN slipped back 4v3. It's a temporary edge at a minute mark.
They don't have to deal with Skulls staring at them, collecting information on the rotations. They know that he's up here, but it looks like they're going to try to join him. Certainly feels like a round they'll still try. I don't know. Maybe not, though. Yeah, looks like it. Fallen does have a molly, but I don't know if they want to even... use it. They definitely could have. Wait, but with that fallback, NQZ knows they can get a blade, right?
It's fine. Pit player's got it all locked in.
And he's got to run now.
Finally able to turn Furia away in these dying seconds of a late A hit. Something that's gone their way all too often so far. Too many times for paiN's liking. Finally, they'll keep it up. 3 versus 1 to close.
Okay.
And that's some money recovered after the nature of their one-round win prior. What a opening kill here for Lux through the smoke, huh?
Yeah. Well, 100% of the shots you don't take, sort of thing. If it's on banana, you've got an easier time spamming down as a CT than the T's do shooting back. Like, it's, again, in a game where banana is all about utility, ammo is a resource, just like your HEs, just like your mollies. It creates a chance to get damage.
Oosh, Queserado's job being made difficult. Utility damage has been his bane.
That nade, oh, backs up from it. Oh, excellent response. This game of Battleship here with the incendiaries, nades, and flashes.
Drawing everything they can out of these B defenders. They are down to just this Lux set. Smoke and Molotov still.
Yeah, that's decent. And you know, one thing that Furia do for sure is they run these late execs with a huge dry period in the middle of rounds where they don't make a single noise.
Thing is, though, it's not like the CTs can actually re-aggress into banana if they wanted to go for fights, because there's no flashbangs kept by the 2B defenders. It would bank on Biguzera coming over, but even that, no util to be added here to the cache. It's just his weight of the situation.
Dude, these guys are so brave, right? No one, like, it's 38 seconds. They don't have bracket yet. They're walking up into halls. And right now, there's still Cowes inside of boiler or under porch. Yeah, inside boiler.
In the apps with NQZ, who
dry piece
just
to die.
Nails the first one. Cowes on boiler. Oh, he gets turned on. You've got Biguzera in the corner on the box.
Yeah, he did rotate back in time.
Fire on the feet of NQZ. He won't bring anybody else with him. Biguzera's now been found out. His teammates scramble over.
Insane.
They managed to get through again.
Again, and that's after dying dry to the off inside of halls. The late pressure they put down, that's even with Biguzera rotating in late, but what they want is just for you to use your utility. That's it. You use your utility. They believe they can win the 50-50 duels, and yeah, they're playing the, you know, 2018 Na'Vi style of CS. And I'm sure it's even more frustrating than it looks for us.
Oh, fallen. Oh man, the guns are going with it. You know, paiN had one chance to reclaim some cash, but there are real limits on this. And it felt like they were gonna have to be real clean with the sweep. Oh, he hangs on.
Okay.
That rifle could genuinely come back to be so valuable. We've got Snow and Biguzera still under 3,000, so one M4 at least. This dry peek into NDQZ made the A defense feel bolstered, but it's that cello headshot and Biguzera only being able to get the one. I mean, tough position to get more than one from. And his B players still weren't anywhere near him.
And again, another glimpse of that quiet confidence.
Honestly, looking like Wolverine.
Yeah, right. Do you know the cello is Hugh Jackman's favorite instrument?
What a nuanced joke, Launders.
Oh, found him.
Hey man, you're offering a chance for Snow to fire back. It's an invitation when you shoot through first. Shoot poof.
Shoot poof. Poof.
Goes the smoke.
All right, NQZ, he finds opportunities. That's what he does.
Chases there, but whoa, careful. Fallen. Oh, he comes around the corner, falls victim.
Yeah.
To the shenanigans. And also, dude, you just gave them bomb.
Yeah, they were so... Oh,
But
and NQZ just gives him a chance back.
They step into Queserado. He's got 6 health again.
Don't play with Furia when they have 40 seconds.
He's got 6 health again. Just like in the pistol.
Guys, the bomb is at the top of banana. I don't know how to tell you this, but you are not going to be planning on the A site anytime soon. Oh, imagine if he just...
Snow ain't letting you get that, dude. There's no way. There's no way Queserado gets this bomb and gets away. In no world.
I wonder what they're even thinking here. They could have reasonably attempted trades over on banana. kSerato is there, can't leave.
Quick, bro, find a second bomb.
Let's save in their sights.
They'll have to let this one slide out. Yeah, that chase from Fallen I found quite surprising. Like, he was so convinced there wasn't a second there.
Yeah, just didn't think anyone was sandbags. Thought paiN had reinforcements.
With bomb, dude. What a great chance for paiN to tie this game up.
Full focus here for Furia as they realize that they are now in a tough situation. Looking for the late flash. Oh, bad shot.
Okay, clean one from kawS to clean up. You got two rifles still here, but Yuri actually peels one back. Snow trying to do the work himself, and it gets away from him. It's a kSerato 1v3 again. That's what's been queued up. Bomb gets scooped as the smoke pops. They're gonna break it open. They see no movement.
Yeah, but they don't actually push through at the moment. The kSerato can go anywhere.
If they had broken it once the bomb was planted, maybe you find him trying to transition into pit.
They're actually bleeding a lot of time off the clock, and mini pit is definitely a spot that they can clear out. But NQZ, you know, if he's hoping that it's big pit, he might be in for a surprise.
Oh my God, they just turned their back. It's like they've lost track of him again. They lose track of him again. Ice cold from the killer that is kSerato.
Are you serious?
It's like he plays with some kind of invisibility cloak.
I mean, he's got the aura now that this felt like a 50-50. You know what I mean? Like, woo! Insane, this guy.
Ice cold.
That's your best.
And that is what keeps it slim pickings for paiN. MP957 here in round 11. Fight is clean again. A double kill out of kawS just hiding up in that corner. Didn't even know he was there.
They're chasing this down because kSerato knows there's no one top banana, but the smoke comes out. Six out of 9 of kSerato's kills are 1v3 clutches. That's a closer.
Well, right now they better hope he's also the opener, because we've got two defenders comfortable in this bomb site. Smoke thrown out right as we get the util over top from the T side, going for the coffin smoke to get them in. Lux is on 40 health. It's not comfortable. And again, bolstered by Snow in the backside. He reveals his position, takes down kSerato. That's good. It's a start. And it should also come with the close. These last two Ts just get lost inside of all that util, end up looking foolish.
Flying through the clouds right there. No, can't see a damn thing. Can't land this plane. All right, last round of the half, and it's actually a steady comeback here for paiN. They had to survive a lot in this game so far. But numerically, they might be doing okay.
You finally break the money of Furia.
And kawS has recovered his score from 0-5 to 8-7.
Wow, very true. Yep, has had multi-kills inside of that A site recently.
I was really feeling bad for him on some of those duels.
He's the guy that puts them into the 5v3 last round.
It was like dink for dink.
Dinko for Dinko. Two smokes thrown out. Here comes Furia into the one execute they'll be able to offer up in the tail end of this T side. It's NQZ on site. We'll see if Cowes can get the multi-frag again or if he's even needed. Lux finds two. Skulls gets shut down and okay.
Right.
Nasty.
Okay.
Through the arch smoke it goes. This was once upon a time a 5-0 start for Furia.
Massively successful. The little bits of damage they did, especially after the 1v3 from Cacerado, there was the money was sort of ruined. So, as comes with clutches, comes rounds one with low players, and that was enough. That yeah, at least 5 is won here. Now, 5 CT is definitely solid. I mean, this is almost even. Like in terms of the map bias, I definitely think paiN will be looking forward to T side. For a game that felt hopeless for a second, I think the optimism has got to be way up. Don't drop another pistol is what the conversation is now.
Triple banana setup with a Cacerado boost.
Trying to go back here too. They're gonna see 3 though. They're gonna know off that boost there's 3.
Now 5 of them all of a sudden just gonna charge into A. Why not? It's a numbers game at the end of the day.
Ooh, okay, they're coming
These
through
numbers lean into paiN's favor. Skull's got Beretta's back sight. Takes down only the one. It is snowing Cowes with the opening kills to establish the plant. But retakes is where we give Furia an edge. It was critical in taking back the second half over on Mirage. And yet again, it is an easy tap at a fall into at least equalize the numbers. You've got 2 Ts inside of that site, a little bit stranded. Is there time for Cello to go all the way through apartments?
I don't know, but he just maybe wants to clear this position out.
I mean, they're not working with a kit, so he can't keep it quiet. Has to start to stampede in. Will try to bring it up from a different angle. CT's finding yet more kills. It's a head kept down backside. Big Uzera pop.
And that's
no
it.
Kit
no
for
kit.
the retake. No time. They've got to concede it despite killing 5.
Yeah, that's a good point you raised. No kit running up through halls. You know, if he ran the whole way, I guess it's worth it if there's somebody there. But in this situation, they just needed sort of all men on deck to try to retake and clear out all these angles. So actually, great shot from him, but again, it's already too late at this point. And it's actually because they implore the boost on B while swinging with 1 that all of paiN decide to go to the A site versus 2 players. That was a guaranteed info call. Now suddenly Furia have to live with the reality that this game is not over.
Mistakes must be minimized.
He's got that only utility here on the site, so really hoping that they could get them to go B.
Big Uzera sniffs him out on top of the missed util, but
Bomb is still over on this side, and I think what's important here is the CTs don't peek at all. I mean, it's possible paiN don't run into this, but you really want them to get as close as possible, and they're coming in this direction.
It's also possible they do fall victim to this.
Don't preempt the utility. You know, if you really want to draw them in so that they can't turn around.
Here comes the execute. Everybody now chomping at the bits to pull off this round.
Oh, is that weight perfect? No, just a little bit of damage.
And it's enough to turn them. Even that's enough to turn them away.
Wow.
They're going to send one player in. You see this flurry of CTs emerge from the back of that bomb site. Just the util, not even a peek, was enough to convince them to go all the way back with literally 2 seconds to spare.
Wow, they nailed that timing. That's unbelievable.
It is good to know that timing to a T.
Don't throw the util. Absolutely insane.
They could not afford the smallest of hiccups on that run back as well. So you had to be fully convinced that every piece of what Furia still held on to was over on that bomb site. And you're right. Tied game. Map 3.
It's never over for you in Furia versus paiN.
Terrorists win.
A little unfortunate there for 2 skulls, because I bet there's a small chance that if he doesn't get found out in that smoke, maybe he does just dedicate A the entire round.
Yeah, but Big Zero is definitely looking for him.
Unfortunately for Furia now, it's not as though that this round is the chance to bounce back. They've got to try to just still make something happen with the SMGs they saved.
Furia really struggled to win any CT rounds versus Liquid. It was something like 4 or 5 in some of their matches.
Yeah, a 4-8 first half for Liquid's T side against Furia.
It's quite a different team. Liquid can be very good at the map, so...
Yeah, don't forget that thing.
But are you going to go B? Oh, no. Surely. It is. It is going to go B.
Or at least setting him up.
Just don't throw any utility. It's got to be a fake, right?
Yeah. He'll run that bomb back over towards the brackets players. I bet my house. Lux is sent in. There's the contact made. Insta-kill from Cello. Beautiful. But of course, the sprint back from Big Uzera has to go perfectly. No, they left him alone. Okay, NQZ goes back to throw one more piece of util.
There's that bomb. He wants to swing on it.
Skulls isn't able to stop it. There's going to be a sudden burst of CTs. They could still just keep this pressure up. The bomb plant, yeah, it's basically guaranteed. A smoke grenade in front of their faces.
They still want to come for this. There's 3 players in the site.
Why not? You've got them stuck against the wall. Cello is frying at the moment, and he is not going to stop until perfectly put down. Forced into the dirt. Yuri to pick up his kit.
Whoa!
What? The UMP.
And he said, "You see me?" A spray transfer with that gun. What? He doesn't even react.
Bottled up on a bomb site because they had no time to run. Watch this. Oh!
No, yeah, I almost took my headphones off too. What is that? What? That's the top performer on this series.
I say we
Furia.
Put that one in the slow-mo. Run it back after this round, please God. $500,000 Brazilians just equipped the UMP-45 for the next 6 months.
No, that's... I think that's the first UMP spray transfer clutch I've ever seen. And maybe just the first spray transfer at all in CS2.
What does it come with, Mohan? what is it worst? Because it's a quick burst again for the T's. Yuri gonna have to pull it off again. He's got a better weapon, and he goes down empty-handed.
Oh boy.
They cut through the A site like it's nothing, and they give themselves so much more time to work with, because there's no denying that spray down only made possible. They had so little time to plant that nobody was able to get off the bomb site last round. Easy. Watch this.
No, man.
Thank you, production.
Fallen taking that up into middle here, 4 and 13. Trying to get combat into a combat position where paiN are swarming. Obviously, big issue. Cowes walks away with it.
Terrorists win.
Such a sudden commitment into that A play, but I mean, they go numbers strong. We've been splitting hairs since this series started.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're going to continue that all the way to the end. Heavy B play out of the gate here. 4 players from Furia. And it's not looking like one of those moments where paiN are just going to smash into A early. They don't even get up into the apartments just yet. Tons of jostling going down because of all the utility usage. BWE finally coming out from the bottom of B smoke, and he's not alone. They're sizing up the top of Banana, chucking nades to sandbags, making sure if anybody's actually up there, they're softened up by the time the swing comes. Oops. Oh, they reaggress.
And now they're pushed. They're pushed towards A.
Really comes down to whether this pack of players can get through before the reinforcements come in, and kSerrato now throwing himself into this arch play, but he's kind of in two minds. He delayed. He didn't go library. He didn't commit arch. He just slides up against the wall, and it works out to his favor. And QZ missed shots, just feeds him frags. Ow. Gives up the bomb in spawn, and Yuri will have a back turn to end this. That is Furia back to the lead. kSerrato against the wall to guarantee it.
Damn. Wetter than water right there. That's beautiful out of kSerrato, not moving. And I was about to ask, you know, how good is this angle that Skulls is even holding, right, in this spot, if he's not going to aggress? Well, kSerrato shows you what a good off angle looks like.
And when he first showed up, dude, he took a step into the library. I thought maybe, you know, he was ready to really kind of hold off the wrap around into the A site, but then it looked like he had that hesitation, like, wait, what if they rush you into arch? And it ends up being the better position to just let library go. That's a critical decision from kSerrato that works out to perfection. Back and forth from round 14 to now the 18th. No consecutive round wins. Comes at a cost. Finances aren't great here for BWE. Deagle in hand for round 18.
Fallen was putting in work on Vertigo. Now he's definitely getting hoisted up a little bit for Furia to keep this lead. Imagine they'll need a round from him towards the end of this game, if anything, especially if he's going to keep opting.
There's that well-timed push into Banana that even freed up kSerrato to go stack over in that critical position last round. We had paiN come out, establish a little control, announce themselves with utility, but a perfect flash from kSerrato set up his teammate before he left.
Oh my God, Yuri, just perfect angle, right? Like,
barely.
Lets them walk out, obviously.
They almost saw the hairs on the tip of his head.
They're going to just take it back to the other side of the map. Looks like they are. The spot. You know that Fallen's a little bit worried about trying to reaggress, and with the smoke down on top of Banana, they're just so fickle. Like, their decisions are just changing every second, it looks like. Responding to the utility that they're surprised to see. Time being burned off the clock. Cello's been a stud so far in this half. In this map, I should say. And, yeah, final decision is now made. 30 seconds. Fallen, again, ran down by pistols in a previous round. It's coming lane.
These are the 3 weakest players for Furia, all tasked to hold back a full pack of paiN. And the first shot connects with no issue. Yuri's able to slide up from his spot. Beautiful flashbang to the player on Balk. Wallbang actually softens one. It's all to set up Cowes. He slides in, but he's lost track of the offer. Fallen, now's your chance.
No time.
No, Snow, it's just not enough.
Oh.
Fallen slows them down.
That's all he needed to do. 1 kill, 2 kills, and then the delay from the back of the pillar shaves 1 critical second off the clock. Furia win by a hair.
And all the rounds and all the timing that have paid off for paiN. That rotation back, 5 players from Banana.
Yes.
Ending on A with mere seconds left was what started this T side. It worked. And this time, it gets away from them.
And it's that, yeah, it's the utility that is really having an impact and influence on their minds. They're responding directly to the last smoke that they see in some spots.
Fallen versus NQZ. Pretty big head-to-head for this op right now, and NQZ's been sharper. There's another example of it.
How fast do they want to move off this? You got 2-3 pistols here in play.
They're going to send Big Uzero back around towards Arch. Easy pickup, right? He was the Desert Eagle at the start of the round.
Oh, and Yuri goes down to a deagle.
Uh-oh. It's got to be Skulls. Blind as a bat. Still recovers with 1. But paiN are able to just play the numbers game again. Last time it was time that decided it as it all got slowed down, but this is just a clean pickup over Fallen. For somebody who's tried to lead these troops and at times individually picked up slack, this third map is not one he can be proud of.
Yeah, it's been hellish so far. And I think, you know, I want to say the easy advice is to just take safe angles. But if not, if he's going to opt, then maybe he needs to find a new way to do it. That's an expensive risk to take when you've got, you know, a map where you're on 24-8, 25 ADR. Simply outgunned.
Ooh, that's a Yuri kill.
Yeah, that's really nice, though.
A deagle to the teeth. And a round to the gut. Tough pill to swallow in that last one. We get to round 20 before the first timeout is called by Furia, though. They will have more chances to slow down the pace of this game.
Wow, Sid was just enjoying the cinema this entire time.
Oh, right, I have a job to do. I guess that comeback in the first half for paiN's CT side still had, you know, rounds sprinkled in. Didn't feel like anything was going too wrong. Now you got to stop this bleeding. Your lead is about to be taken back to a tied 10 apiece.
Interesting adjustment here. It's going for the lane stack on Porsche. You want to be very careful around like this, not to have an opening kill tragedy. Their confidence is teetering at the moment. Skull's waiting to help as soon as Yuri takes contact.
Molotov for Yuri's feet, though. That's not comfortable. Still, he gets away with one. Here comes Skulls. No multi-frag.
No.
Big Uzera double kill is huge.
There's only 2 players left. They're both in B. Lux is running through this.
What? What?
Wait, does he get by?
No chance.
Surely they're going to go towards the A site now. They've got confirmation. My goodness.
You offer over a kill, but honestly, just for a second, that slows down Furia's rotation because they're like, what?
Yeah.
They pause, and in that pause, look, they're still walking.
Yeah.
Only now bomb goes down, so...
They had to be so confused. 2v2.
Can't blame them. Lux tries to make a play.
Such an excellent denial of refrag from Snow. 13 and 8, and he took out Skulls pushing through that smoke.
They're rotating into this retake without knowing anything in terms of position, and that bomb is already beyond the halfway point.
Smoke, the op in play, NQZ still alive.
You gotta hope that somebody just gives you a shot.
Last time on Mirage in a similar spot, they held on to guns and...
They don't have time, man. They don't have time. NQZ comes back to take a glimpse, a quick look in, a kill, and a tied game off the back of it.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Snow denies Skulls anything further. A 1 frag trade out through that smoke, making sure, and it's a Big Uzera double kill. Okay, we've criticized Big Uzera.
Yeah.
We've talked about his lack of impact. Look at this double kill. Snaps it down, continues the spray, and was Skulls' target.
It's crazy that with that frag, there was a chance they ran back into the B site. But I guess, luckily, they actually had Lux die that soon.
And in an odd turn of events, that just delays Furia even longer because they're thinking there's a second player somewhere there. His death buys time. Oh, but careful now.
Yeah.
You have offered over a second AK. There is nobody there to protect it. Wouldn't be surprised to see paiN try to get a little faster on the A hit.
And the only person rotating over has another USP. Cello will be a little later, but paiN are moving quite slowly.
This AK's not in.
Yuri's never really exposed himself in these moments.
The AK does get here in
Cello!
time.
Oh my God! 20 kills off that one tap.
Oh, that's nasty!
Oh, and what, the bomb gets caught off. Not
USPs.
Not on a round like this.
USPs are what started this.
And look who's coming. Cello, they can cut him off. Snow, he's gonna get shot in the back of the head. Big Uzera, last man standing.
What a phenomenal time to come alive for Cello. He puts a fire on top of the bomb. There's no chance to stop it. 1 AK.
Oh my God.
The decision to walk away from that late A retake 1 round prior. He kicks this off. What is that tap from Library?
And what is it again? The verticality. The tactic they use on these ecos. Oh my God. What a message sent. But that's,
everybody else
that's
just
what we saw on
USPs.
Vertigo is boosts like that when they don't have money. Furia have come up with new ways of approaching the rounds. Cello was the right man to have in that moment.
Draining. That is a draining outcome because paiN have Glocks.
They saved so much. Okay. Is there a world, though, where something goes wrong? You have Yuri alone on this site.
There was a chance.
Still, rotations are slow. They're pushing down Banana now. Fallen.
Trying to take... Oh, what is happening? Fallen's got an op, his USP. No. An AK's been picked up. No. Fallen goes back. It's another whiff.
Guys.
Yuri's drawn out, and he's going to save it. He's going to save it, surely.
No, guys.
They scoop up bomb. They've grabbed guns.
That is just... I can't even... Oh, my God.
A heroic moment for Cello. Up inside of the apartments. He's here to keep this going. How does he reposition?
Now they can watch the jump up. NQZ might be taking a risk here. We'll see if he pushes through or not.
Molotov. Burns one out. That's confirmation on Snow's position. Quesarado looks to go flash Cello up short side, and then they're going to come swinging in for this last second pinch. They have both got kits, but NQZ comes out. He's got a nade. The trade. Cello, save them. Save them again. He jumps up top. Wallbang Snow. But is there time? It seems so desperate from start to finish. Cello can't save them this time.
Oh my God, the pistols, the Glocks.
From high highs to low lows.
That is one of the most, I mean, it was pain to lose to USPs themselves, but I don't think anything could have been uglier than that.
Fallen in Library.
That was, I mean.
Fallen in Library.
I think the librarian is quiet right now.
Yeah. What did we just witness?
That's just a joke, right?
3 Glock kills.
No way.
3 Glock kills, dude.
Terrorists win.
Oh my God.
You can't believe it.
11-11.
You can't believe it. That was Glocks. That was a 12th guaranteed.
That was a USP round 1, followed by a Glock round 1.
But at least the USP round, it's, you know,
They had an AK
boost.
yes, that got 4 kills.
2 critical, like, that is just Glocks, man.
Wait a second. Every little bit matters. It doesn't. It's not going to affect anything that happens in this round. That's what we've learned. Oh, and now it's a 5v3. And Fallen gets his chance to make up for everything. His 7th kill, an op shot on a rifle round. A smoke goes down. And when is it going to be the B site? Because every single round from paiN has ended on A.
If you can get through this, if you can take over site versus Quesarado.
They're trying to set this up. They want to go through it. Fallen,
Rotation.
here's your chance.
Again, him and Quesarado. Oh, the MP9 extends out, and of course.
Okay, maybe you don't
Of course, he locks that down. No need from Fallen. He found his one. It is 5 back out of Furia, but it's still spoiled, dude. I'm just gonna say it. It's just spoiled. Like I didn't forget about last round yet. Congratulations on 12.
He jumped out of the birthday cake early, man.
I'm just
the surprise ruined. Oh my gosh.
You want a pat on the back? What do you? What?
That's so crazy. Listen, we're at this is elimination day in the 20+ round section of a domestic matchup between Furia and paiN. Yes, we did just see a Glock round 1 with a 4K on a rifle, followed by 3 Glock kills. We did just witness that all together just now. But it still leaves us with Furia in the lead despite their round happening somehow. All we know is OT's, I mean, for C4 Tech 9's, OT is guaranteed.
Furia, just close this. Do yourselves a favor. End it here, end it now.
Don't get run down by Tech 9s again. Oh, solid util usage.
There's a peek for Fallen around top banana. 7 and 18, and he takes this angle. You got 4 Tech 9s. You'd think, obviously, Tech 9's Inferno, call the B-rush.
He's not hitting the flicks today, but they don't actually know the ops here, right?
They do not. Flash isn't a problem. Does indeed miss. Goes back for second servings and lands that one, but Big Uzera kills Quesarado the moment he gets one. That flick up.
No damage. And it'll have to be a retake here, round 24, as the bomb is going to get planted.
2 shots left.
Skulls hits that.
A saving grace offered up by Skulls. As Furia look to put an end to the paiN train here on Inferno. Push them to their limits, for better or for worse.
Oh, there's the
and
shot.
Fallen continues to collect these. Snow in the middle of it all. It's high hopes for the paiN Gaming squad, but this is where their road ends. This is where Furia extend in Shanghai. Looking to get back into playoffs. They will play tomorrow. 10 Brazilians hit the server on day 4 of the elimination stage.
Oh my God.